music. Holy fuck, man. I should be judged. I've been doing this every day, fucking twice a day for like 2 years. No, more than 2 years. Almost 5, 6 years now. I'm not burnt out, but shit. I've been going horde this whole time. I'm a little bit wore out. Oh, we got our cook. Yay! We got our cook. Alright. You're not a cook, but you're about to be a cook. Oh, what is up, everybody? It's Chaos for you 728, and I'm back one more again. Some more. ASKA! I hope everybody's having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever it is you open. Thank you to those that are still subscribed. Your continued support has been greatly appreciated. Thank you to those just recently subscribed. Do hope you stick around for the long run. If you're new to the channel, just recently added this game to my rotation and expect it to be there more often because I do enjoy this game. We will survive it. We will beat it one way or another. Let's go ahead and get you added. We're in the throes of a new city. Gotta get my day and nighttime cooks squared away. Just got my huntards out. They're already going at it. We got our scraps for making gear. You, though, don't have any recipes yet. So we'll go on ahead and get you one learned. Oops. Huh. How can we? That was. And this way, I can just get him cooking that meat stew. Meat and hopefully eventually fish stew. We need to get rid of these. Those for pie. I do be making some poontang pie. Oh. This son of a bitch just stole. Just stole from me. How dare he? Actually, we'll just maximize that. Shit, I need to send in someone else here. Improve my spiritual practice. Yeah, we need cooks. There's my nighttime cook. Gotta gather, so I take care of. Need to work on perimeter too. By perimeter, I mean fence. I haven't even focused on a fence yet. I've just been trying to get to where I'm not dying at least. And so far, it's been an interesting little... Could have played this last night, but I got home and it was already like 2:30 in the morning. I didn't think it would be... Oops. Seemed a little pointless to, yeah. It's not telling me what I need. Oh my gosh. There we go. I wish it told me what all supplies I needed. It's kind of annoying. I guess not. Alright. Well. It's alright. Forgot to make the coal maker. Oopsie doodle. All part of the process. Then making storage, dealing with storage stuff. Which eventually I need to go in there and start filtering things. There's like 16 different seed bins distributed through my entire setup. I mainly got all the crafting materials and stuff. Back here by everything, and then I tried to keep... You're gonna tell me you couldn't... Oh, no. Well, this sucks donkey dick. We need to go out and start doing... I don't have enough things to make Send you guys out, my crafters out. I gotta do a little bit more exploring around this area. I haven't really fully embraced. I just knew I was gonna come here, and this is where I wanted to build. And I've been using this map for my last 2 or 3, 4 playthroughs. Okay, we got a cemetery nearby. And it's only a small one, so it's not too big of a deal. We'll come running back up. Please, please stop chasing me, sirs. I don't want any of y'all smoke. Alright. So right here would be a good one. Slap you down right, jaw. Let's head into this wide open space right here. Oh. Fuck. Oh. Fuck. Ah! No! I'm sorry for disturbing you. There's nothing to see here. Move along, gentlemen. I'm not. That would have been bad. Damn. And that is quite the range, too. Oh, that's such a range. Here, see, I'm trying to get them to just where they're barely overlap. There's another fucking cemetery. Oh, that's a large one. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'll come back to deal with you assholes later. It's like I'm missing stuff. Alright, so here's our cave that we're going to be working to. One of them, at least. There's 3 on this island. And I only have 2 of them uncovered. Alright, we're going. Nope, we just gonna slide right down your ass. Skyrim! Skyrim! Yeah! Skyrim, baby! How you do it? Alright. We are gonna drop up here. We need also gonna need Stumpy. And my 2 forgers should be able to handle that. The forgers. They'll get to it, I should say. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, are there any... There's flax right there. My farmers are hurting for flax. They'll just be a crafter. Who I'm gonna turn into a, I'm gonna turn you into something useful. I'm gonna make you my... Oh.
A wild. MGTOW Phoenix.
Oh yeah, what's up, Phoenix?
Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well,
Phoenix said, I can't lie, this game does look fun.
It is. It is. It's calming, addictive until, you know, it's not when you're being raided. Which I have a feeling I'm about due for her. It's just a matter of time. This game just loves fucking with me at the most inopportune time. Oh. The game might have just crashed. That's the downside to early access, but then again, this is any game
A
you play.
wild.
You're subject to this
James Money
bullshit.
615.
Well, goddamn.
Entered the chat.
Hey, what's up,
Welcome
James
to the
Money
stream.
615? Welcome to the
James
stream. Hope
Money
you're doing well.
615 said, "Hey,
Let's try this again. Hopefully that's not an ongoing issue, because that's getting kind of annoying. Plugging in my phone. Oh. Well. That's the second time something weird has happened to me in this
Hola.
game. What's up, Riggs? Well, last night I was playing.
Riggs?
Oh,
It's not
sorry.
Riggs.
You sounded like Riggs when you said that. I think my game just fucking corrupted. Getting a black screen of death.
Yeah.
I'm not a black
Did
screen.
you verify
it's-
the integrity of the files?
I mean,
I think that happened to Anarchy too.
I don't know what the fuck. I fucking playing the game like usual, and then the fucking screen froze, and now every time I fucking go back into it, oh, where the fuck is this shit?
Are you trying to verify the integrity of the file?
Where?
Library, ASKA, right click, manage. Wait, is it manage or is it properties?
Properties.
Properties. Installed files, verify integrity of game file.
I love it when technology goes full retard. It was working just fine this morning. No, 41 files successfully validated. It might have just been the game itself. Start a new game. Yay!
Possibility.
Make sure it loads up before I fucking... And day 9. There we go. God damn.
My end, it just said you loaded up.
Yeah. It fixed itself. All because I wanted to frickin' drop a, what's it called on the ground? harvesting node thingy to let my harvesters know, hey, come on over here and loot this shit up. Oh, we got wide
a marker?
spaces over here. Yeah, harvesting markers.
MGTOW Phoenix said, did you see they're changing a character model on Overwatch because essentially the activist voice actor said the character wasn't ugly enough?
Yeah, it had me re-put the password in.
Yeah. No, I heard something about someone from Overwatch fucking got uppity and now they got fired. And honestly, they need to just fire all the DEI and affirmative action losers and hire them with more competent people. Because all they're doing is ruining video games for everybody else.
I thought that's what they did.
No. No, if they really cared, they would get rid of affirmative action too. Because affirmative action's a cancer on society as well.
A wild. Crystal Kid in.
That's
Enter
how
the
the
chat.
fucking
Welcome to the
communist retards
Crystal Kid in.
got their foothold and
Said,
stuff.
hello,
And
I
now
left a
we're
like on break.
stuck dealing with their garbage
This is a completely
bullshit.
new map, huh?
For you, yes. For me, this is like the 6th time I've played this map.
MGTOW Phoenix.
It's got
this
a...
isn't the...
No,
This
this
I
is
is
mean,
not
even
Odin's
if they fired
beard.
her, they still bent the knee. Firing her is an empty gesture at that point.
Regardless, they need to just get rid of all the DEI and affirmative action hires and hire them with more competent people. All these activists, deport them somewhere else. We don't need them here. They're problem starters. We need problem solvers. I'm personally tired of these problem starters. Ooh, I think I might be able to barely keep this within.
You wanna get high?
I'm dry, and I'll be dry until
No.
my dude calls me. Now that would be Riggs. How you doing, sir?
Chance to go to the bathroom. Oh, it was bad this morning.
Crystal Kid in. Said, back to work. I go see you all later.
Yeah, you have yourself a good rest of your day. Go make that money.
Just say I would have made the crowd.
MGTOW Phoenix. Said, I will say I'm enjoying Stellar Blade, however.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet. I've watched many of others play it. I could understand why they're playing it. I mean, you're staring at a big fat ass 90% of the time. Oh yeah. Trying to avoid the wolf car wolf car then up there. There's a little bit of infected area over here. And I'm gonna try debating on whether they're turning them into
MGTOW
XP
Phoenix
farms.
Said, the only reason sensors didn't destroy it is because Shift Up was involved.
Yeah. Well, when you got those government-backed entities with unlimited resources, all you can do is cave, Because they're going to be wrapped up in litigation. They'll lose in litigation. They'll lose before they even get things started because they can't afford it because they're small-time entities. And these people know it. That's why they go after him so much. They know ain't nobody gonna protect them. Because they ain't got unlimited resources. I mean, anybody that's hip to the language can tell clear as day. They're saying we deserve special treatment and privileges because of immutable characteristics, which is opposite of what Martin Luther King was supposed to be espousing, but then you find out as you start reading, he didn't even write his own fucking things. Someone else wrote them for him. But what do you expect from fucking communists?
MGTOW Phoenix said, yeah, the government hates when gamers actually get what they want.
Hand me out.
Rich Jr.
It's like, we
entered the
deserve
chat. Welcome to the
hand-me-outs.
stream.
Give us special treatment
Rich
because we have a
Jr.
gash.
said, penis.
I deserve special treatment and privileges because I have a penis. It makes me more important than anybody else on this planet.
Oh,
MGTOW Phoenix
Because we make,
said,
us men make the world go
that
round.
SY
Get some
gamers
tit
involved
implants,
in either
too.
Gamergate got
There
laid
you
by
go.
terrorists.
That way you have something to play with while
you
you're
got
beating
double the
meat.
resources.
That way you could grab onto something while you're
Double handout.
beating your meat. It's a win-win all around.
It's a double handout. Literally.
Yeah, double winning. Can't beat that.
Tits and dicks.
I'll put my arm and shit out here. Nice and flat. No. We'll keep them somewhat close. Surprise Anarchy ain't
Is this a
on.
custom map or no?
No, this is a regular.
He lost power last night and he hopped on Clapper and I went to bed.
Hot dog clapper.
Oh yeah.
Had to. Well, I mean, he technically, he really. I mean, isn't he still getting divorced?
I mean, all we hear about are his escapades.
Isn't he still getting
And he
divorced
says what
or
happens
something?
on Clapper stays on Clapper. I have no clue.
I can't keep up anymore. I didn't mean to pick up all those sticks.
Oh, that's a wolf. No. I didn't ask for that.
Your body says no, but it doesn't say, it doesn't understand consent, so you're fucked.
I have the power to resist.
Am I
Eat
gonna have
onion.
to put you somewhere else? I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Jake, I'm about to have to put this rock
So that's
farmer
the
somewhere
Yoke
else.
Arena. You have
Surprised
a
the Skeegers haven't come by.
lake.
Yeah, I'm over by the lake right now.
Where's your cave?
There's one
Okay.
right along the shore.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up by the. It's
Yeah.
up by the shipwreck.
So there's one just to the south of the shipwreck. If you run inland, just straight in, you'll come across one. There's another one a little bit southeast.
So you're having your guys that mine there run through the Wolfhard Den to get to base?
Yeah, I've got them going around. Hopefully. They seem to be following my I'm trying to put my resource things just outside of range
That
of
doesn't
all
help.
it does to a degree, actually. Believe it or not, I've learned it does slightly help keeping it out of range. This is, they can't detect you, they ain't coming after you. And they're very attracted by sound. The fuck are y'all bitching about? Not find, oh hell. Y'all not get a good berry harvest? Like, what's y'all just like, not, like,
How
there
do
were
you have
so many fucking berries. I had so many berries,
So
what
you-
happened? Are you fucks eating the fucking seeds? No? I don't know. I don't know.
You said this wasn't a custom map?
I don't think so. If I did, it would be extended. The extended seasons would be about the only thing I would fuck with. Maybe flattening out the land.
I'm trying to find out where you're at. You're further south.
I'm at the lake. This son of a bitch.
That's where you built your...
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a spire.
Uh-huh. Hey, Rick.
Let's run to it.
I'm gonna say, I know I set you up to cook.
There we go. Small spire.
Yay.
What up? What up?
Oh, what's up, Paula? How you doing?
Nothing much.
Penis.
Yeah. Do you care for some gentleman's relish?
Why? Why are they running that way? Oh, thunderstorm's coming.
Yeah. And I apparently only had one cook, which explains why nobody's fucking cooking right now. Ah. Sven! What is your deal, Sven? I need you to get to work. The people are hungry.
Learning the ropes.
Yeah, I'm still here. I couldn't hang last night for Phil's stream. Went to bed. Yeah.
I need sticks for... Hey, there's a Draugr ranger that's dead over here.
Yeah. You know, they just give stone and Jotun blood.
Excuse me.
Alright, what's up, Saint Troglodyte? How you doing,
Sane
sir?
Troglodyte. Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome
Saint
to
Troglodyte.
the stream.
Said. Major chauvinist reporting for duty.
Oh, geez. God damn it.
Bobby?
Damn it, Bobby. How many times I tell you? Stop working in the goddamn tool shed, Bobby.
Whacking in my camper. Boy.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what, I ain't never seen so much whacking in the goddamn tool shed. And them two boys whacking in the tool shed over there. They just can't stop themselves. Alright, Greta Thunberg's about to be my night cook. Where'd my day
Sage
cook?
Remember that one?
Said.
Yes, I
Hanging the
remember
moist
that one
beef.
King of the Hill episode, the one where Hank tries to get him to play football, and the coach, whatever, quits or whatever. So he goes and finds his old high school coach, and the kids can't take it, so they quit and they run over there and they play soccer, and they start playing soccer, and Hank's trying to talk to him in his room, and Bobby looks at him and he goes, "Why do you hate what you don't understand?" And Hank goes, "I don't hate you, Bobby." He goes, "What?" He's like, "I meant soccer." He's like, "Oh, yeah. He's like, "I really hate soccer." Like, why do you hate what you
It's like,
don't understand? I don't hate
why the fuck should we care about a sport that doesn't even come from here? Come from across the pond.
You
Fuck
got
them.
hacks on, don't you, sir?
I have no hacks on, sir. There are no hacks.
Then why
for
am I
this game.
still getting multiple Jotun blood out of a small...
I
vein?
have no clue. I would quit bitching about it, though, before they nerf something and then you don't get multiples out of there anymore.
Why is there Jotun blood laying everywhere? Do you see these Jotun blood laying here?
No,
and over here?
I don't see them. I don't see them. No, yes, I do. I know they're there. I'm
Okay.
aware. I'm aware of the situation. I don't care.
Wild.
I'm not complaining.
Singletown Backler.
Oh, I was
Entered
just
the
wondering
chat.
if it was just
Welcome
on
to
my
the
end or
stream.
your end.
No, I
Single
very
town
much
backler.
see it. I'm not complaining
Said.
because I do not care.
Soccer means socks in Danish.
That
Same
is
for
my
the
whole thing. I do not
Said.
care.
Have you ever watched soccer? They can be vicious, taking each other out, especially their riots.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I've seen how they work and operate. They barely get tripped up, and they're
Singletown
on their.
Backler.
They're down there. Ah, my
We have
ankle.
played soccer since 1880.
Ah. What was that? 16, 17. Work and 7 hours of sleep. My nighttime cook. There we go. Now we got daytime and nighttime cook. Cheese and crackers. But I don't see them. I don't see them. Oh, it's because I haven't. Oh, wait, I already did. Okay.
I dropped all the Jotun blood I had on me.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Oh, alright. You have
Dogs are
So-
barking.
no more worker slots in the gatherer's hut. Oh. Wait, I'm not trying to.
Sane Triglodyte. Said. European football LOL.
Who was that just, Glove?
Drunk Iron Man. There we go.
Singletown Backler. Said. Hafton Halfdane.
The farmers. Think we got one more farmer out here. Yep, right there. Give all them access so they could dump their shit in there. And it's not like it's gonna matter anyways, because it's all gonna eventually get dumped into this.
A wild. Nature Reef Man 68.
Yo!
Entered the chat.
Nature of
Welcome to the
man.
stream.
Welcome
Nature Reef Man 68.
to the stream.
Said. 0707. Singletown Backler. Said. We have played that since the Viking Age. Sane Triglodyte. Said. Dan Haim.
What in the what's that about? Ain't got no berries, unfortunately. Jesus. All that Jotun blood. I need 4. One for each. We don't want soggy discomfort. Ew. Fuck it. I'd rather be soggy and uncomfortable than... Let's see how you're doing. Oh, you ain't even... You ain't even started production, have you? Hell no. 'Cause you ain't... Son of a bitch.
Sane Triglodyte
Alright.
said, I'm Welsh, Norman, Norwegian. We gave our women swords as a contact sport, lol.
I'm somewhere over there in Europe. Irish, Scottish descent. But that's past. It's not who it doesn't define me. Even if I found, I'm like, cool, I'd study a little bit of it. But I wouldn't make it part of who I am because I'm an American overall. I'm not an Irishman. I'm an American. So I bend knee to America. I do not bend knee to where the fuck I originated from where my ancestors come from. Why would I? It's pointless. Meat stew. Supposed to be making 20 of those, bud. It's going ahead.
Wild. John Cadican 809
You ain't got no
entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
proficiencies,
John Cadican
huh?
809
What's up, John
said,
Cadican? How you doing, sir?
Hi chaos in chat.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. I would say this one's almost... Unfortunately, it's not the one I'm looking for. Looking for the one with the racks on them. That's a weapon rack. That's a weapon rack. There. Oh, they ain't finished shit. Rope. We're waiting on rope. Why aren't you developing rope, asshole? Because I haven't
said,
I
my
banned.
ancestors are assholes. I'm an asshole on a planet of assholes. Dear God, I'm surrounded by assholes. A salute to Spaceballs.
Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. I very much see what I did. Workshop hut. Workshop hut. There we go. There we go. Oh. Now they should come. Yep. Now you're gonna go make rope. Well, I don't care what you want. I need you to start... Compost only gets you so far. I'll drop you some poopers here in a little bit. Get the fuck back to work. We trying to... What are you bitching about now? Of course, you need arrows. Now I see the problem. See if we actually have a full... Nope. I'm about to... Yeah, there you go. Just work. There you go. Now everything's back and operating. We got 2 minutes. We're going ahead and start. Let's see here. We got... That's taken care of. That's covered. That's covered. All of my crafting stations are pretty much covered. I will need to upgrade you eventually, but I think I need nails. Yep, I need nails in order to upgrade you. I need them to finish. Upgrading all this. Looks like it just needs rope. A lot of rope. Whole lot of rope. Goddamn. I haven't got anybody designated out here yet. Because I haven't gotten to a mine completely. Going ahead and generate a path while I'm looking at this. Now I'm kind of curious as to why my crafters aren't... I know I got at least 2. I have at least 2 designated. Let's go on ahead. Start chopping trees down, shit. Y'all motherfuckers need... We're just waiting on rope. My crafter. Alright. Let's come around tonight when I get on here. I want to be getting into that mine by summer. And I want it to be making its way back here. By, before I hit fall. I want to be fully... Yeah, I want to have iron stuff before fall. Excuse me. The sooner I get it, the better, because then I could give it to my freaking hunters, and they can actually get actual leather stuff instead of the scrap, which it requires a lot more to make. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Three of 8. He's bent on making. Oh, we got 5 in here. All right, flax is starting to come along. And once I Cheeballs, I think you're making actual. You're not making the stuff you need to make right now, are you? Like rope. You son of a bitch. It's crazy. Rope be making the world go round in this game. Let's go ahead and get the coal maker. Course. Yeah. There are no hacks for this game, believe me. I'll look. They don't even have admin commands for this game, y'all. Like that's where they're at. They have no admin commands for this game. Yeah, I'm about to tear this whole motherfucker down.
Sane Triglodyte said, I'm off to class, pray for me, that damn crazy chick is still after me, have a good day all.
You have yourself a good rest of your day too, sir.
Pooping while standing 5801.
Yo, pooping while
Entered the chat.
standing.
Welcome
Welcome
to the
stream.
stream.
Hope you're doing well, sir.
Pooping while standing 5801 said, greetings my racist, Nazi, xenophobic, transphobic, cisgendered bigots.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Ista Bigotphobe. You don't look like me. Your kind don't belong here. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
Guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go get the mail.
You had to go check out the mail?
I had to get the.
You had to go get a mail?
Very fond of males.
Why else? I mean,
As
why else would he
he's-
be openly admitting to checking out mail?
Oh dear God.
I mean, he is called ASKA after all.
You guys must be bored today, huh?
I'm sober. And I hate it.
Hmm.
Hey, it's Annalise! Are there any things up here for Jotun? Nope.
Pooping while standing 5801 said, imagine all the folks who would make good to
Yep.
great managers, treating
It'd
people
be
equally
nice,
and
wouldn't it,
focused on
pooping
their
while
merits
standing?
vs optics and choosing not to deal with BS.
Ah, I know, right? It'd be such a dream. It's such a dream, man. Fortunately, it's becoming a pipe dream. Alright. Are we fishing? Are we fishing? We are fishing.
No, one thing, I gotta stop eating that spicy ramen. That's got my guts killing me.
Messing up your butthole.
Oh, it's messing my guts up.
Ass is afire. Shit's ablaze.
Partly. Just constant bloating and gas pressure and just... God, I hate it, man. It's my fault, man.
Yeah, you are kind of doing it to yourself.
Hoping while standing 5801. Said.
No, this ain't your
Sodium
regular
malone
ramen,
ramen.
pooping. This is that, that buldak.
Ball sack.
Oh my god.
He's eating that ball sack ramen. That's his problem. Too much zinc
If
from
I
all the
don't put the,
ball sacks.
if I don't put the spice packet in it, it's fine. But if I put the spice packet in it, that's when it gets me. So that's what I'm doing. But that spicy stuff's good. But it's my fault, man.
How the fuck are you not catching? Like, what the fuck? What is your deal, bitch? Like, are you not, like, what? What? Like, what? You've been down here all fucking day, and you ain't caught shit. What the fuck is your schedule like? It's a normal schedule. She just does. Women could do anything men could do but better. But yet, this bitch ain't catching fish like a man. She sure is acting lazy like a man, like the lazy men, though. Uh-oh. Shit.
Hoping
I
while
need to
standing
start.
5801. Said. When I was
Uh,
in Thailand, you could tell them to leave out the message and just replace it with fish sauce. I don't like fish sauce so much, but I'd rather have that than message.
Alright. Adele, you're about to be...
Damn, they had MSG all the way in Thailand.
Okay. MSG's
I
the
thought
best.
that was you.
MSG is the best, way above all the rest.
I thought MSG was uniquely a Western.
No,
Food additive.
where the fuck do you think everything comes from the east and spreads west, Outlaw? You haven't figured that out?
Yes, but I'm saying as far as MSG, I figured that was something you'd only find here.
Yeah, no, that's it. All came from the east and made its way here.
No, that ramen's good because the noodles, the brick of noodles that you get and cook are a lot thicker than the ramen.
Yeah.
There's more of it, and then it comes with like a,
Hoping while standing
I don't know what kind of
5801.
powder that is, like a cheesy.
Oh, it's a
something
big
powder,
additive. It's
and
cheap
then
and provides a base
comes with a
construct. I
spicy
love it as well.
thing of sauce that you dump on top of it and
Yeah. It's like
cook
soy
it and stir
sauce.
it all in.
It's like soy sauce.
Yeah, that sauce has got some bullshit in it, but the taste of it's pretty good.
Hoping while standing 5801. Said.
Yeah.
Soy sauce on steroids.
Well, I know in a lot of our product with soy in it, they've got estrogen mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you get a lot of these kids with developing breasts so early. I remember years ago when they started talking about that with fast food.
Mhm.
They kept saying, well, why are these kids developing breasts? And
Why does
You know,
little
then
Timmy
they-
have tits? What's going on here?
yeah, what the hell is going on with these
Why
kids?
is little
Hoping while
Sally
standing
little like she's
5801.
22 and she's only 13?
Boys
Hey.
at 13 are looking at training bras. A wild.
Oh.
Bot Rex. Entered the chat.
Yep.
Welcome to the stream. Bot Rex. Said.
Well, like I said, I mean,
Enjoying
you
the
know,
show,
you
make
put
sure
that
to
kind of
click
shit
that
in their
like button
food,
and subscribe to show your support.
and then you get them indoctrinated in this education system early on to think that trans is being normal and that you can do be
They've
anything
been
you want to be.
normalizing the not normal for a long time now. Oh shit! Hey, hey, hey! I'm over here! I'm over here! Oh god, I'm almost out of stamina. Hey! 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 No! Leave my crafters alone! Ow! Bitch!
Ramadi, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You good?
What do you mean?
You sound like you're tired.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be.
I stayed up on Phil's till like 3 o'clock this morning. Went to bed.
Well,
Was that just an entire shit talk fest? Like, did Callie Ford ever show up talking her shit?
No, actually, she never showed up at all. She did her own show with Sunflowers.
Yeah, her and Phil Strong Woman, or her and Sun Woman frickin' did a Strong Woman stream.
You had
Ow.
a panel.
Hoping while standing 5801. Said. My next door neighbor has a 14-year-old son, never goes outside, plays video games all the time, tried to go with me to hike for the day, mother said he was uncomfortable with it, I'm done trying to help.
Yeah, there's nothing you can, unless these people want help pooping, there's really nothing you can do, man. I don't go out of my way to help people anymore.
I'm about to die. This isn't fair. That was gay. That was gay. That was super gay. Fucking pussy! Fucking pussy! There's a lot of you! Fucking pussies! Ow.
While standing 5801. Said. True outlaw, she asked for 500 to help her with rent the other week, even though she lives right next to me and can cause me trouble. I had to tell her that I'm not in the position to do so. Hoping while standing 5801. Said. Even though I could have.
Oh no, it comes to money. No, no, absolutely not. No, I'm not helping a strange woman out like that. No.
Ow!
Sorry.
Hoping while standing 5801. Said. I feel sorry for her son. Her older daughter was selling her peace sleeve back in the fall when she got kicked out of college, drugs most likely.
Ah, shit! Mm.
Pooping while standing 5801. Said. What s sad is she s not a bad woman Michigan born with Gen X values but she can't lead a home and apparently dad has given up trying.
Yeah, I know. I'm still trying to wake up too. Tonight.
To partake in the dumpster fires, join the Discord
What then?
https Discord
What then a little bit
ggfwqm6chmrs.
I don't know. I mean, the weather's not bad down here, but it's kind of like overcast, like it might want to rain, but I'm not sure.
I'd go with it
So-
without it.
What, the rain?
The weather altogether.
It's
It
61
can't make up.
degrees
It
where I'm
can't
at.
make up its goddamn mind what it wants to be here. It's getting
I don't
annoying.
wanna piss you off. I'm
We're
not gonna tell you what it is down
we're
there.
above normal temperatures for winter, which is worrisome enough as it is.
His weather must be like mine because it rained the same here too. It's 61 outside and muggy.
Motherfuckers ain't doing nothing. Why ain't you working? Oh. There's shit that needs repaired. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's the sad part, pooping. I mean, like for me, if I'm gonna help somebody like that, I usually make it a habit not to give them money. I just give them like if they're hungry or something, just give them food or. You know, bring them a snack or something. The money thing is just out of the question.
It's not telling me what I need to repair that. That's a problem. That's just a bunch of fucking rope they need right there. We're just waiting on the rope. You're not even, you're taking... Did I?
Pooping while standing 5801. Said.
Nope. You're
Yep,
not.
I stopped giving money to homeless people back in the early 2000s. I was in LA
You're
and
not.
a homeless man wanted something to eat, so I got him a gas station sandwich, threw it down.
Yeah, I quit helping people. I'm up asking for money too. Most of the time, they don't need it, but need it for what they're asking for.
Pooping while standing 5801. Said he wouldn't eat pressed chicken, so I said, well, you're not that hungry then, are ya?
Go ask for help, but then she gonna, put stipulate. Fuck all that.
Yeah, no.
I
I
tell
thought
that
she was
bitch
hungry.
You can starve.
Yeah. It's essentially what you do at that
I tell
point.
that bitch you can just starve then.
Okay, you can starve them, bitch. Bye.
You're not gonna ask for my help and then put stipulations on what I can and can't do. No, you can no.
This isn't the kind of
Beggars
sandwich
can't-
I wanted, god damn it. Bitch, what?
Not my problem.
Pooping while standing 5801. Said. And then several years later I helped a female friend of 20 years with her mortgage payment, never fully repaid the loan back yet, went on several vacations with another married man. I was done.
I'm gonna tell you exactly where I found out not to ever help people like that. So when my pops was in the ministry full time, he would get people all the time asking for help.
Yep.
You know, wanting them to pay bills or
Handouts.
this, yeah, and then they would never come to church. You'd never see them again.
They're quick to use these people that deny God altogether, and they'll come through real quick, take advantage of the services that us good Christians have to offer, and literally just take advantage of it. Taking advantage of our kindness.
Yeah.
And it's sick. I've seen a bunch of people since I worked where I work, where they come through. I don't ever see them in service. Might get the offshoot once in a blue moon, but for the most part, they're just there to get their quick, hand out and then dip out.
Pooping while standing 5801. Said. Yep, I want to be known as kind but nice. Well, you can FKF.
Like somebody shot a gun up the road. Ramada, you still alive?
Yep, I'm here.
Another brother and sister dispute.
Mhm.
It's yours, Cletus! You were the last one I was with! What the fuck are you on about?
Well, in this case, it'd be whatever black incest looks like.
The Mongols. The Chinese, Koreans.
Can I take your order, please?
Deformities out the ass. Yeah. Oh, I guess it would help if I designated them to make a fishing pole, now wouldn't it? There we go. I'm about to fire your ass. I don't look forward to the upgrade process at all.
Yeah, dude, I just tell them, hey, look, I don't have it. Can't help you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing the back and forth with you. Just take what I'm telling you and move on. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything. You get anything out of me because I decided to do it. You know, that's just the bottom line to it.
It's just the bottom line, and shove it up your candy ass.
That's the bottom line, because Moist Law said so.
There you go.
Well, again, I don't owe these people any explanation.
You're on a
Nobody,
dick punch. You're just looking right in the dick and punch him. Bah! That's what they get. Oh, I thought it was later than what it was. Holy shit.
Only like 1:30.
Yeah. I thought it was already like 2:30. Damn, chopped dude in half. Almost got an entire actual set. Doing things smart. See, I skipped
while
the
standing
first tier and
5801
just jumped right to the second
said,
tier. So by the
"And
time
every
winter
single
hits,
woman that I
I
work
ain't
with
got
thought
shit.
was more than just a co-worker has illustrated female nature to where I just leave them on red when they reach out."
I just wish I knew what I needed to repair this.
Pooping while standing
No.
5801 said, "It's almost always for attention or money, but I'm the bad guy, don't give a shit anymore."
Oh. My inventory's full.
Yep. Yeah, that's why we go MGTOW, man. I don't go out of my way to help them anymore. I don't. As dangerous as this economy is with the laws against men, nope, not doing it.
I just look him dead in the eyes and say, don't you have a job?
I've had married, and Ramadi knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. I've had married women argue with me about why I don't just find a good woman and marry her and make it work.
Where are they? Where are these good women at?
Well, it's not so much the point of a good woman as it is
What what even
the law
constitutes as a good woman?
subjective, right?
Exactly. Their idea of a good man is 6 feet tall, 6 figures, in shape, willing to take on other, play some other dude's save game at his own. It's like you hear him describe a good man, and that's a fucking slave. They're describing. There's no. To them, we're just utilities, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Tools for them to use and cast aside the same way the loose men that they're always bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining about do to them. Right.
Yeah, pooping. That's because and this is why I constantly preface when I say that once you get a democracy of the stupid thinking a certain way and they overpower the folks that do see it.
Pooping while standing
You know,
5801
We got a Chinese dude that's
I
a
have some
politician here
interesting
in
conversations
Texas.
with fat single women with dogs
And
at the dog park.
he's
Even
talking
the good-looking
about
ones leave
if
without
the
engagement.
blacks, if the
W, other guys
Mexicans,
their
if the
age and way above
Chinese,
their
if we were
SMV.
all the team, because we're the majority. We could take on, we could deal with the white man and get rid of him. How the fuck did he even get it? Because he fucking bode his time until the time is right. Now that there's more of them than us, which whites are a minority here in America. We're a minority worldwide because of this fucking this melanated supremacy agenda that the fucking Jews have been pushing the whole goddamn time. Sorry, I was calling these motherfuckers out. The Jews believe they are the superior, ultimate race on this fucking planet. Where does racial supremacy come from? The fucking Moloch worshiping pieces of shit that think we're to be enslaved at the end. We are... No, people need to fucking wake up to this shit. Stop bending knee to these Zionist pieces of shit. There are no authentic Jews out there. They're all a Jew in name only. They're there for the kickbacks, the perks and the privileges.
Wake up and realize that the game ain't worth playing anymore. You know society has a problem.
Chad and Tyrone don't care because they have unrequited access to pussy no matter what. And women will willingly give it up to them because they got a pretty face. Or they're popular. Or they think their poon is magical and could change a man and get him locked down. So I'm not even ashamed of what I say. You know, call me anti-Semitic, then I guess I'm anti-Semitic. If pattern recognition is anti-Semitism, then I'm the king of pattern recognition up into this motherfucker. There needs to be a purging. I'm not talking about a genocide. I'm talking a rounding up of people and then put them on fucking boats in chains and send them somewhere else other than here.
Well, it's like I asked the channel.
I've had my fill of these motherfuckers.
Well, it's like I asked the people last night on Phil's channel. I'm like, you know, every one of these cultures hates this country with a passion, yet they don't mind coming over here and invading this country with the help of our government on our tax dime.
They're here for the resources. They're here for the resources. That's all they're here for. That's all they care about is the resources. They are stealing resources from you, from me, from American-born citizens. That is who they are stealing resources from. And then they send that shit back home so more of them can come over here. Like, you want to talk about colonizing? They've been colonizing the whole goddamn time. They come over, they take over, they kill off the previous society and take over. That is colonization. What the Spaniards and Portuguese did to South America and Mexico, that was colonization.
The Bible calls that devouring your land. Literally like a parasite.
5801.
Because they are. They're a parasite.
They exhibit parasitic behavior.
Everyone wants to eat, but what happens when the coffer isn't refilled?
Oh, people start to notice, and then people start complaining, and then it's whoa, and then they start blaming these people that don't mesh well with American society and American ideologies. They need to go.
Said. And who does the majority of filling the trough?
Yellow, orange, black, or white. I don't give a fuck what color you are. Get the fuck out of my country if you're not going to embrace American idealism. If you're not going to embrace American supremacy, get the fuck out of my country. You aren't welcomed here. You don't belong here. This is how it is. Get the fuck out of my country. If you're not pro-America, if you're not America first, get the fuck out of the country. If you're not about making my country great again, get the fuck out of my country. You aren't welcomed here. You're not wanted here. You got a problem with it? Tough tits, get the fuck out of my country. We don't want you here either. Tired of all these other countries being allowed to have some sort of homogeny amongst them, but the instance, you know, you get a couple of 100,000 white people together, oh, there's white supremacy afoot. You better watch out. There'll be some white supremacy on loose. These motherfuckers, sick and fucking tired of them. I've had my fill. And I am all for purging these parasitic pieces of shit from my country. And I'm not talking like a Zionist purge where they're burning people. I'm talking just rounding them the fuck up and getting them the fuck out of my country. Hate America, you shouldn't be here in the first fucking place. Get the fuck out. You know, these people, you know, American-born African Americans are the most racist people out there. Prove me wrong. Who makes everything about skin color? Them.
Hoping while standing 5801 said.
When they're called out
People
for the
who
bad
are
actions, what do? They
regulated to
They
playing
deflect
video
towards white
games and
people.
smoking weed to cope or regulate their emotions to what they have to deal with.
Yeah, they make potheads like me look bad. Cause I'm not your stereotypical pothead, man. I actually get out there and work. I'm a productive member of society. I wish there was a way I could just min-max these assholes. Oh, how many? Dag. Alright. Let's see here. We got
Hoping
one.
while standing 5801 said.
No one's attached to you.
Because if you do, you get cast into a box you can never get out of unless you fully agree with the narrative.
See, that's the thing. I'll never fully agree with the narrative. Ever. They can call me it's the bigot phobe all they want. I don't care. Do it. Keep calling me it. Keep thinking I am what you are. Go on ahead. And just know when World War III kicks off, none of you fucks are safe.
That's what you.
Because I'm gonna be going door to door. Did you vote D or R? And depending on your answer, it's gonna depend on my reaction. And you brought it on yourselves. I used to not give a fuck about politics. I used to not care about politics at all, and then fucking feminists got involved in my fucking life and fucking took from me something that I fucking valued. And that started my radicalization right there. Fucking feminism radicalized me. Do you really want something like that can radicalize people? No, I don't. Look at what it's done to women. Look, all you gotta do, tell them, don't settle down with the first man who treats you good. You gotta spread your legs and play the field, baby. Gotta experience life some. It's otherwise how you know what you're gonna like. That sounds kind of groomy to me. Just go out there and sleep around with a bunch of different dudes that aren't going to appreciate you and only view you as a cum dumpster. That's empowering, sweetheart. That's what you need to do. Oh. Yeah, that's motherly advice right there. Fucking sage motherly advice right there.
Hoping even if you agree fully with the narrative,
they eventually turn on themselves.
Well, even if you agree with their narrative, they're still going to believe that you're a racist. They're still going to believe this, that, and the third. These people are insane, man. They don't. People don't just magically stop being, you know, left wing nut jobs when somebody agrees with them.
Yeah, they're still left wing nut jobs.
You could be the most, you know, albino whitest motherfucker supporting communism and socialism and supporting, you know, killing ICE and all whatever they want to claim. You know, you could do the work, you could be an ally to feminism and BLM is the most albino white guy in the world, and they'd still call you a racist and a sexist, and you still got work to do. And
There's always more to be done.
fuck them.
Hoping
Fuck
while
their
Always
standing
more to
5801
be done.
said, "Yep, just look at Asmund Gold TV's friend
And you know
Yulur
what?
and how they turned on her."
You know what's crazy? The tyrannical assholes at the top down controlling this thing is watching every one of these political groups kill each other.
Mm-hmm. And there's some
They're
look
laughing
at
at
these
how
stupid goy fighting each other. God, these goy are so stupid. That's what they think. We're goy to them. We're fucking trash to them. People don't fucking wake up. And it'll be too late. And that same fucking Moloch star is gonna be on the back of their neck too. And we're gonna be like, we told you so, but nobody wanted to fucking listen. Part of the reason I started this channel was to call out the truth. I've been calling out the truth, and the more I call out the truth, the more I get fucking censored.
It's human nature. It's always going to come down to you versus them.
We need tribalism now more than ever. We need collectivism now more than ever, so we can collectivize and get together and purge these motherfuckers from the country. Having some tribalism's good. They're allowed to have tribalism. Why aren't we? Why aren't we allowed to have tribalism? That's bullshit. No, we're supposed to be a fair and equal. No, fair and equitable. Just get rid of fair, because equitable is implied in fair is implied in equitable, because it is an forced equal outcome at the expense of somebody else, and we are the ones that are suffering because of it. I've had my fill of suffering. That's a lot of rope. Need at least 100 rope. Oh, excuse me.
Pooping while
Yeah,
standing
same here. I keep
5801 said, "Feminism is just cultural Marxism in disguise."
It's just Marxism.
It
It's
is
just
always going to come down to you versus them.
class warfare. That's all Marxism is. Class warfare.
And the thing about it, when you sit there and you try to tell these morons that you're not going to be in lockstep with these people when it's all said and done, you know, the BLMs are not going to stand. The feminists
Pooping
are not
while
going to
standing
stand. The
5801
gays, all of it, they're not
said,
going to be at the top.
"Oppressor vs.
They're
the
going to be
oppressed."
used and they're going to be discarded like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna have to put...
Because you are equally just as worthless as everybody else to these people. You're just being used for political power and gain right now. I'll be honest with you, Poop, and I've reached the point to where if people want to hear it, I tell them. If they don't, you know, let them figure it out themselves.
I'll point you in the right direction. I'm not gonna have all the answers, but I'll sure as shit point you in the right direction. It's up to you from that point. You figure things out on your own.
Pooping while standing 5801 said, "And I can't even get a woman to acknowledge it while she wears her social virtuing BLM Free Palestine trans ideology."
Of course not, because women have been brainwashed and programmed to be suicidally empathetic towards people that don't have their own best interest in mind. That's it. They're trying to steer women in general away from good men and right into the arms of the worst of the worst. It's where you
Hoping
get
while
Mr.
standing
666
5801.
from.
Said,
The ideal man.
I hate typing, I'll hop on.
That works too. Now I'm suddenly brain farting like a motherfucker. Alright.
Hoping while standing
I
5801.
need rope, that's right.
Said, what s the Discord channel?
You're still a member of it, aren't you? We're in PC games. Ow. Shit. Itchy, 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 itchy. What the f- Why are there 3? Ooh. Bet can't use it. Alright, so all of our raw food's going in there. No, not all villages are allowed to take from here. Cookers. And the farms.
Let's see, chaos for you.
And yep, we're no, get the fuck away from me. Alright, fuck it. We'll just make it for everybody. My biggest worry is them eating the food though. That's my biggest worry. They's gonna eat the food. I can't have them eating the food. Come on. Where's my rope? I need rope! Where the fuck is my rope, you cunts? I love it. What you about to make? Everybody else has got fucking clothes. I ain't got no cloak. It's because this asshole keeps making shit. I'm gonna have to unfuck this. Here I go again.
Yeah, it's
Alright. We're gonna come over here. Healing hut. There he is.
What's up, bigots? How y'all doing?
Oh, you know, being the biggest and bestest, bigistophobe something or other that I can be. Because just existing is oppression to them, and knowing that brings me great joy. I don't even have to be doing anything. I'm living rent-free in their fucking head. And I'm oppressing them somehow, some way. That is a whole level of empowering I never thought I'd get to.
just another day in the paradise over here, man.
Better above than beyond. But I don't know. Somewhat, I look at easy and like, man, I don't know if you didn't like exit before it really went shitty.
You got lucky by getting out before it got shitty.
In some ways, I'm like, you know, if you got to take a dirt nap, I'm not sure that, like, my old lady, took one 10 years ago. When I say my old lady, it's my mom. She died in 2010. Would she want to be alive to see what things are now? Oh, hell no.
Yeah. No, my mom got out before shit got bad too.
Yeah, your old man. I'm sure Chaos.
Well,
is,
my
like
dad
mine.
took a fast track out of here. He took himself out of the equation altogether.
All right, so that was earlier. My condolences. But...
Don't. It's for the better.
How dare
My dad was a piece of shit. He was an abusive alcoholic, and him unaliving himself was one of the greatest things to ever happen to me. Because if I would have done it, that's how bad it was. I would have done it myself. He beat me to it. That's where I'm pissed at him. He beat me to it because I was gonna do it.
Yeah, no son should have to go through that. So, look, I'm not going to give you my condolences per se. Like, don't know
I understand
what that
what
guy
you're talking.
is,
What you
but
mean.
it's like, yeah, like Father, you could have done so
You're
much more.
supposed to be my protector, and
Yeah.
all you're doing is treating me like an enemy.
Yeah.
That sends a really fucked off signal to the kid. It's like he says he loves me, but his actions say differently. I'm confused.
Well, EZ suffered for a long time, man.
Yeah, he had
You know,
cancer. He got cancer from the 9/11 stuff. It was in the Twin Towers.
Yeah, but I mean, Easy, like, we had, a lot of conversations, but his biggest regret was just the, kind of like Rad as well, just the ability for his daughter to excise him, just cut away everything. And that really, I mean, I think really tore him up. And I've seen that personally with family friends or relatives to where their daughters have a different perspective and they just, I mean, they're heartless. They're like, conform or die to me.
My niece thinks I'm a racist because I say all DACA kids need to be sent back with their parents.
Damn.
My niece thinks I'm a racist because I think when she's ogling after black dudes, she's possibly muddying her gene pool.
Yeah, like just because you're a nationalist doesn't mean you're a fucking Nazi or a racist. It means like,
No, I just
if
don't.
you,
They think the same shit. Like it boggles my mind because they literally sit there and think the same shit that I'm thinking, but I'm the bad guy for thinking it.
right?
What?
Like you're not, cajoling to their their beliefs or ideology, and therefore you're the enemy. Instead of focusing on like 80% of what we agree on, that we're good. Like we agree that family is synchronous, right?
Yes.
And
Family is one of the most important things in the world.
Yep, and freedom. That's paramount.
Yeah, but what happens when you have freedom absent of responsibility?
Well, I was going to say
that's what we got a lot of
with
right
freedom
now.
comes responsibilities and duties to protect that. But yes, you're right. Most people don't want to deal with that bullshit because it's like that's hard.
Yeah.
That's work. I don't want to have to work. Well, then you shouldn't be allowed to vote then, cunt.
Yep.
But in Easy's case, a part of me rejoices because he's no longer suffering anymore.
Oh, without a doubt. Like when he was like when he gets into your bone, like that's that's not a life that I would want to live.
Yeah.
Like that is
You're pretty much cooked once it's made its way into your bones.
yeah, yeah. Like literally, I would like if I got bone cancer, Smith and Wesson.
I'm going out on my own
Immediately.
terms. Click, click, boom, baby.
Yep.
Not only am I making a statement, I'm part of the statistics now. Because they're just going to say gun violence. They're not even going to say he had cancer and wanted to, terminate the cancer.
Right on his own term.
Well,
Oh, God.
well, it still pisses me off that, FEMA and all of them never really gave him the help he deserved.
They weren't meant to. They're fucking
know.
money laundering fronts for the government.
Oh, I know. It made that man suffer for the last quarter years of his life. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely, unacceptable.
That's our government.
And-
People want universal health care, but what they don't realize is we get universal health care. What easy God is what we're gonna get.
So, I'm not claiming that I understand healthcare because it changes depending on one's paradigm.
market
But
now.
I did my my master's in healthcare. I don't know. Basically, like, how can we get from where we were with the UK, the NIH, and this is back in like the late '90s that I started on this, and I never completed it because I saw it. I could write my thesis based on what my teacher like said. Okay, yeah, I think that's got some good merit to it. I think it's going to be well accepted. They wanted me to write on the benefits of the NIH, and again, that's changed so much to where it is now. To where we've seen where the NIH candidates they're I don't know they have issues there. They have to COPD, low blood pressure, diabetes, whatever. They have to go into the hospital, and there were mile-long lines of people trying to get assistance. Yeah, it's. I mean, for me, it's like tough, and that I went into healthcare because I was like, I really wanted to, to help people, and even like with Medicare, I work for a Medicare Part A plan, Fortune 50 company, and I loved what I was doing because I thought it did make a difference, but the backlash, the obfuscation, the whole like lying, the whole like by the hospital systems that are supposed to impact healthcare. And then we see where you got nurses that are going in going, if they're MAGA ICE supporters, they should be killed. Like it's so different than what it was even 15 years ago. Just a general like what we're experiencing now and being not afraid, but we know that we'll get canceled or doxxed. Healthcare is even worse.
I may get unalived if I go into the healthcare system and they know who I vote for. That worries me.
Right? Yeah. And then, you can, looking at the alternate, like in Southeast Asia and Thailand, if you don't have like, Pacific Care or some type of insurance policy, that'd be like, yeah, you have to pay, for that up front, or at least put down a deposit that we could draw from. But, there is a roughly about a 3.5 to 3.2 to 1. So an MRI here in the States would cost you $1,200 to $1,400, and that's with insurance. That's with negotiated rates. And Southeast Asia, Malaysia might be $250 to $350.
Sounds about right. Well,
They could tell you to fuck off and just walk out into the jungle and die.
I mean, my car insurance is threatening to drop me because I was barely past due. So I mean, they could drop you at any given time. What's the fucking point of even having them? Same way with regular insurance too. They don't want to pay. They're trying to pay as little as possible. Why are our rates so fucked off now? It's all these illegals, all these immigrants here.
Oh yeah, like chaos. Yeah, I mean, there will be one person that gets a car or 10 cars, and they sign up for the insurance, right?
Mhm.
So it goes through the DMV just fine, because you have to show proof of insurance and title transfer and all the good stuff. And then when the other person takes occupancy or delivery of it, then they keep it on for that month that's paid for, and then they don't have it. And the cop that or the sheriff that pulls them over for speeding or whatever, reckless driving, there's no repercussions. I saw this back in the late 2000s, where one of the local hospitals that I had to, deal with some of the remits or chargebacks, and insurance companies going back and forth like, you didn't code this right, we paid it, but anyway, I won't bore with all the details on that. But I remember one time I was talking with like a regional hospital CFO, and this lady came in and she's like, yeah, we've got like, an $80,000 emergency room visit. And she was like, what's the last name? It was Gonzalez. She's like, just write it off. And then I looked at her like, hey, look, I get, but we do have paid people, of which that, there is cost shifting. You have to realize that. And she did. She was like, yeah, of course there is. People that have insurance, we charge them a higher rate than maybe what would be the market rate, because we know you can pay for it. And for those that can't or aren't on any insurance, then we have to cost shift that back onto the people that can, which is a whole nother aspect of the whole ACA, because our company did Medicaid expansion by state, and then also the Medicare expansion. And, we also did private commercial as well. But yeah, the more you get into it, the more you realize it's not a Ponzi scheme, but it is definitely a social, political.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. Pyramid, like if you can afford it, if you're on the ACA, but you're an independent contractor, you're paying $900,000 for your family. Yeah, you're paying so much more than those that came into the U.S. without health insurance, and we don't know what their income is. And the IRS does a look back for 3 years and says, all right, so based on the ACA that we gave you a subsidy this year. Anyway, good thing they can only go one back to penalize you for what you said that you would have, or what you made.
Remember, if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with yourself.
Oh, did you guys hear me piss? Oh, fuck. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Good to see you again. I ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Hey, Outlaw, I had to take a little bit of a break.
I got you, man. Yeah, I have to unplug from this crap every now and again, brother. It's just, this shit wears on my soul daily.
No, that's exactly, and part of it is like Easy and I, like, knew he was going off grid before what we found out about him, right? And
right.
Both of us are at that age where it's, if you engage in this constantly, it will eat you away.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to get better. It's just, how do you manage it? And largely that's, everybody has their own different paradigm of how they need to manage things, right? You being down south Alabama, completely different than being up north or on the West Coast, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just, yeah. Neighbor of mine is married to a Laotian gal, wonderful woman. I mean, just cooks up a fucking mean dinner. Appreciates him. He's been out of work for 2.5. He was a white male. He worked for Ross Distribution. Got laid off. So he hasn't worked for like, I don't know, 3 years, 2.5 years. And his wife continues to work. She's so. I've told him, I'm like, dude, I know at one point you thought I was like anti-immigration or I hated anybody that wasn't a white American. And then he eventually understood, like, no, like, I look at him like, you won the lottery, right? Yes, she is here, but she still has that same. And her mom comes into town. I've met them several times and just watched the dynamics. Her mom, or I don't know, puts down the parameters that he's not able or willing to do,
Mm-hmm.
and makes her like snap up and go, you know what? Without him, you wouldn't be where you are today.
True. You're a nighty. You're a nighttime person, so we're gonna swap that around. Gonna make you daytime. And we'll make you nighttime. Alright, there's my builders. It's my builder crew. Oops, wrong thing. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I know. I'm
Y'all-
sleepy too. Dude.
Do y'all not find it interesting that I first went into the red pill 2011, 2012, right? How much it's the mainstream media is, and of course it's like premised from the aspect of like, men are the loneliest cohorts of of society, whatever. We need to address that, but it's just amazing how much the shit that people were talking about 5, 8, 10 years ago has now come full circle, and now where it's becoming more and more mainstream.
Yeah.
Just Cliff, right? It's Cliff.
No, that's pooping.
Oh, is that Pooping While Standing? I thought that was Cliff. Hey, my bad. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Pooping?
Who dat?
I'll say this.
Riggs.
No,
The red,
Ramadi.
the red, what?
It's Ramadi.
Yeah, it's Ramadi. Sorry.
Oh.
Man. No, the red pill that I was introduced to in 2019, what I like to call the actual red pill, not what's being pushed in the mainstream, because what they're doing is they're taking the most popular platforms and content creators that have been elevated through the algorithm that are using the red pill for monetization and clicks and views, not to tell people the truth.
Yeah, no, not to educate, to monetize. Absolutely, 100%.
That, to me, that's what the red pill is. It's the truth. It's not your truth. It's not my truth. It's not the truth that I would like to see. It's just the fucking truth.
Yep.
And the
Well, I
fact
mean,
that most of us were fucking fed, had lies shoved in our
Bot Rex
mouth, 367 or 365.
Enjoying the show, make
7
sure
days
to
a
click
week and
that like
twice on
button and
Sundays.
subscribe to show
For
your
our
support.
entire lives, until one day something happened and we woke the fuck up.
100%, man. I mean, I was fed the Disney narrative. I mean, my boomer dad, I mean, I asked him like before I got married, I'm like, should I get a prenup? I think I probably should. And he was like, no, if you have to get a prenup, that would say that you're not marrying the right woman. Instead of recognizing that female nature, I mean, he was on his second marriage at that time. It doesn't change. My biggest, I don't know, I guess maybe accolade or like I don't know if you want to say that it's like I've been validated, is I've seen people go from, the whole Gandhi, you know, if you talk about truths and people denigrate it, yes, there is a kind of like the marriage wheel where there is a path that says we want to denigrate it, we want to challenge it, we want to make it lesser known, and then there is going to be a point where you can't not acknowledge what's taking place. Birth rates, right? GDP spending, cost, and anyway, so yeah, I look at like, people like Barbar, Spetsnaz, Paul Purdy, these people were not monetized, right? And I think if you look back, they had the best, most coherent perspectives. Now we have like Richard Cooper and
no, he's a fucking PUA grifter. He's full of shit.
yeah, I mean, and it's not just him. There are females as well. Jebediah, Bila, and Pearl. Yep. They're just like, hey, how can I make money off of this? But nobody really wants to deal with it.
What the women are doing is they're only talking about it from
the pickup roaches perspective.
Small,
they're regurgitating PUA talking points and feminist talking points like the ideal man. The same shit that the fuck boys and pickup roaches be putting out there. 6 feet tall, 6 figures, 6 inches or more, 6-pack abs, all that shit. That's all fucking. They believe that if a woman procreates with an attractive man, that child is gonna come out attractive also. When in reality, you've got a 50-50 chance of coming out somewhat decent looking. It's like with height. It's a crapshoot. You are not guaranteed to come out tall. If my dad was 5'11", I'm 6'1". Everybody else in my family was short except for my uncle.
What's funny is that she'll blame the man for not providing the genetics for that without recognizing hey.
I asked somebody this before, what constitutes as good genes? Because while someone may look good in appearance, internally they have the downs. People don't think about shit like this.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, man. It's, procreation is a fucking crapshoot. You don't know what you're gonna get till it comes out.
Exactly.
And whatever the result is, half of it came from the mother and the other half came from the father. So who's really at fault? Nobody.
Both parents.
That's just making a baby.
I blame both parents. They should have done better. They should have found somebody more attractive than them that didn't have. Like I find it weird that they say women are able to determine what the best genes are, when they seem to be choosing fuckboy retard over fuckboy retard. And they're wondering why they can't, like, low IQ, fucking chest beating. I'm a chest beating alpha male. Where's your big boy? I'm gonna use my size as intimidation factor because that's all I know. You know what happens to, and I'm going to use monkeys as an example here. When they have a monkey that is like that, the other monkeys will go in and rip that motherfucker apart. Unfortunately, we're humans, and those dumbasses are protected by the law of the land. So unfortunately, they get away with it, and it doesn't help that women keep enabling them by sleeping with them.
Mm-hmm. No,
That don't help at all. It's like you're literally enabling the problem, and you're using the worst men as examples of what masculinity is, and then wonder why.
Right, but the men that they choose continually choose over and over and over. But
Exactly.
we don't get to talk about that, right? Because that makes it seem like women inherently make poor choices.
Could
But
that?
how can that be? A strong, steady, brave, independent, empowered woman. How could she possibly make bad choice after bad choice after bad choice? How's that work?
Well, Ramadi, you're ignoring the fact that their emotional IQ is so much higher than anybody else.
Oh yeah, their EQ is so much. I love you. I hate you. I love you, and I'm gonna go cheat on you with your best friend because I love you so much. Yeah, that's fucking rational, all right. I think the next time I have coitus, I'm gonna fucking pull out and be like, I respect women so much, I come on their face without their permission.
Right. And pooping, I've heard this crap too. People say, that women can sense, pheromones in men, and they can, tell if he's got. No, you can't. Basically, you look at them, and within 5 to 30 seconds, a woman knows if she wants to sleep with that man or not. And it ain't got nothing to do with pheromones.
Nope.
It ain't got nothing to do with her ability to fucking judge possible genetic makeup. It's just, he looks good, and I'm in my fucking feelings right now, and I want to fuck. That's basically what happens.
Like,
or
she's
they hate
ovulating,
dad.
and there could be a revenge fuck aspect, but no, like Ramadi's right. There is the pheromone aspect, but that's more of a bonding aspect, in my opinion. And usually it's either looks maxing, height maxing.
You can't pair bond.
Yeah,
No,
pair bond with something that's
no, I mean, most women
passing itself around.
If they've had sex with multiple people and multiple, no, their pair bonding typically not there anymore.
Yeah, like after 6, you're gonna roll the dice, and how many women come out of college or even high school with just 6? All right, so hey, Ramadi, again, anecdote is not the plurality of data. This is my experience, but so I was married for a very short time, under 2 years, and she went off birth control without telling me. All right. That was a big red flag, and then obviously that was one of the reasons why I was like, oh, I'm out. But anyway, she got pregnant. She had a partial molar pregnancy, which is where 2 of my sperm fertilized her eggs. So she had double the amount of chromosomes. Like the baby could never come to term, right? When it was fertilized, it was done. But instead of going, and I looked it up, it was a 0.06%. Given her age, she was younger than I was, given my age. But it was a very rare occurrence. But instead of going, you know what, that was a fucked up incident, and the fact that you went off birth control, we're going to ignore that. So let's put all that aside. The fact that she blamed me because I was almost 8 years older than she was, and she was like 31. She blamed me for my sperm getting through her egg sac, or when the whole right, and I'm like, we have some genetic issues that are in your past that I'm not going to focus in on, but let's just say that we're not dealing with the fucking healthy hen at this point, right? And but no, it was irrelevant to her. It was like, you put me through having to get a DNC, and I'm like, wow, like literally, first of all, you couldn't acknowledge the fact that that was a unfortunate
A wild
anomaly of where
California
my
444
boys, they were
entered the
like
chat. Welcome
basically
to the stream.
an ectopic
California
pregnancy. Would you
444
blame the man
said,
for the way that
Chaos
her
Korea Allah
egg
Chat Allah.
implanted in her uterus? No, most men would be like, that's awful. I'm sorry you had to go through that. You probably had to go through a DNC, right?
Yeah.
No, her, it was like, it's your fault.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Always
no, man, that just sounds like one of those freak, rare occurrences that
Yeah.
it's almost too small to even try to calculate.
It just means
Right?
it wasn't meant to be.
California
yeah,
Ford 44
Maybe. I mean,
said, Nipplecleese
So-
cob
so is that
gobbler
why you're not
Nipplecleese
married
cob
anymore?
gobbler.
Oh no, that was one of many where I was just like, you know what? I mean,
you
she's
don't
like a
gotta
lot of
tell
women.
that story. No, I'm married.
No,
and
no, no,
divorced.
no, no, no. No, but I mean, I would say that like she is one of many women in which that no matter what took place that was in our advantage or her benefit, she just didn't recognize it.
Mhm.
So
'Cause
like
they're selfish. It's never enough. It's not. It's what have you done for me lately?
well, and like Paul
Everything
Proteus
else-
says,
everything else prior to what have you done for me lately doesn't matter.
well, and with that comes the adage of like, hypergamy floats. Like Paul Proteus was right. Like what we have today is so far different than what women would expect or want 20 years ago. It's only gotten more for men to perform, and it's really gotten less to where women either can abscond from what their traditional duties are or just say, I'm out.
I mean, what better way to abscond their duties and responsibility to a country than just outright LARP like a man? You're not having kids, you're not getting married, you're not propagating the
California
species.
Ford
You have no
44
responsibility to the
said,
country.
different
ties
men,
to the
different
country.
semen, and we women are the gene
Yeah, and
carriers.
you're going to vote for illegal immigrants because
Yeah, we're both gene carriers, Callie Ford. You better calm that feminism shit down. We don't put up with that shit here.
Uh-oh.
Chaos is on a tear today.
Oh,
Callie.
I've been on a tear. I'm tired of the fucking commies.
Callie, what's going on?
Sorry, Ella, go
What's
ahead.
well, I'm just asking Callie, what's with the rhetoric all of a sudden?
Women deserve respect because they have a gash. Well, men deserve
California
respect because they have a
444
dick.
said, it's not feminist chaos, but I'm sorry.
Mhm. We both carry the genes.
Yeah, 50. I mean, again, that's basic.
It's not just a
biology.
woman
California
thing.
Ford 44
Yeah, 50% of the
said,
genetics comes from the man,
yes,
and the other
outlaw,
50
but
comes
everyone
from the woman.
deserves respect.
But respect isn't freely
Yeah.
given out. There's common courtesy.
Callie.
Respect
nobody
is an
deserves
earned
respect.
thing.
No,
Respect is
you earn that.
earned. I don't give that
Yeah.
shit away
Yeah.
freely.
California Ford 44
Respect is earned. You
said,
don't demand it,
it's all
and
new
it's
to me
not
chaos.
deserved.
Bot Rex
Oh, you should
said,
No,
probably
respect is earned,
want to
educate
participate
Callie,
in
yourself.
like,
dumpster
look,
fires, join
know,
the
I-
Discord https
most men
Discord
understand the way that women are raised, thinking that they are
GGFWQM6THMRS.
automatically given protection, provision, resources because they're female. It's changed, and men are waking up going, you know what? You have to. Again, it goes back to the whole, what do you bring to
California
the
Ford
table?
44
If it's just
said,
your sex,
okay, I got the respect
that's the
thing the
fucking
wrong
bare
way.
minimum for a man today. We're tired of this.
No, they've been getting the respect thing the wrong way.
Consider that the bare minimum.
Yeah, no, that'd be considered bare minimum nowadays. If you ain't kowtowing to them on hand and foot, kissing the foot of them, you're not doing good enough in their eyes.
Yeah, I could go rent the bare minimum for a half hour.
Damn right.
Right. Which is sad. This is where that women have like regulated themselves to, because they've never, the beautiful women,
A series of holes for
course,
loose
you
men to
know,
fill.
the tall men that are handsome, they're going to have advantages that most average Joes and most average women will never have. So, much like the fucking fat chick that she has to work on her personality because she doesn't have anything other than to, those are the ones that are more interesting for men to talk to. But the women that are fives, fours on a slow Tuesday with makeup, men are going, you know what? We don't want to deal, we are not willing to pay the toll to even get to that point where we can engage with you, get to know you, see if it's even a fit. We are just saying, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not, and then which is why we see so many women on TikTok, you know, with that recent lady that's like, oh, I've created a dating app that you have to pay up front for a man to go on a date with you because you got $200 in makeup or whatever you want to call that bullshit is to make yourself look good, higher than the SMV that you would naturally have. Whereas men come in, we're not wearing makeup, and if we did, you'd be like, you're fucking gay.
They'd be like, nigga,
what
you
is this
gay. What the
bullshit?
fuck are you doing?
Right.
Men don't wear makeup.
Like, that's not how a man is. It's now bring your bank account and show how, you know, you've increased that over time. All right,
California
ladies. So
Ford
what are we getting
44
at? It's a fucking transaction at this
I'm
point.
allergic to makeup and I found out that women is selling themselves on Twitch.
Those TikTok. Well, I don't know if it's TikTok
Oh.
videos, but I saw one time. It's
It is the oldest
it's
living
this guy and
profession.
this chick sitting at this table outside somewhere, and she goes, "So what's your bank account look like?" And he kind of sits there for a
California
minute,
Ford
kind of looks at her,
44
and then he goes,
said,
"What's your bathroom scale
I
look
love
like
wearing
when you
lipstick
step on
and
it?"
painting my nails.
Ooh. Like, honestly,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no.
they should get rid of makeup altogether, get rid of these form-fitting clothes. That way women will actually have to develop a personality instead of just pretty much relying on their looks alone to get by.
But again, that's been the money in the bank for them since
Oh, yeah, for sure.
time immemorial. And again, and I'm not putting down women for
They don't need makeup. That's the thing.
Using what the good Lord and their mama gave her to their
California
advantage
Ford
to get where they want to
44
be or get what they want.
said,
But again,
chaos, I
in,
wanna
in
keep my
this
cute
in this day and
dresses.
age in 2026, most men are
Hey,
like,
wear your
"Nah,
cute dresses. I don't give a shit. You don't need makeup, though.
you know, most
Embrace
men are like,
natural.
I'd rather
Like,
do what I'm
they
doing
don't
than
need,
sit here and talk to you
women
guys
don't
and-
need makeup. They've never needed makeup. They
bottom
choose to wear
line-
makeup because they're trying to make other women jealous.
The bottom line is you have men that sold out other men
Yes.
in positions of power and authority.
And those guys wear
Dude.
tiny hats.
California Ford
I'm
44
sorry. I'm going to keep calling them assholes
Said,
out.
I did an event where women
Your
line
own
up to buy
fellow
expensive
men
makeup.
sold you out, broke up the home, took control of your education system, took control of everything that had authority and power to it, and it's turned into what you see now. It's a simple matter of people refusing to stick to their responsibilities and hold each other accountable.
I don't want the duties and responsibilities. That's why, like, non-binary comes into the mix. They don't want the responsibility or duties of either gender, so they wholeheartedly reject it. But yet they still embrace traits
Traditional
from
values, right? And
from-
hey, 100% you, Chaos and or Outlaw. Yeah,
make that make sense. Like, I don't want to be a man or a woman, so I'm going to reject both genders and the stereotypes that come with them. But yet, I'm going to appropriate traits from both genders still.
Now,
Like, that's
what is
now
now what is happening is because you have men that sold other men out, and because there are corrupt people in those high positions of power and nobody's checking them, they're going unchecked and getting out of control.
California Ford 40.
Well, I mean, if we
because-
could just march up into the White
Makeup is
House
nothing
and
but
drag
dust
these
and it's a
assholes
billion-dollar
out
company, and
into
when
the
women
town
wear heavy
square
perfume, I
and
get
give them
sick.
the proper punishment that they deserve, things would be different. But
Well, the thing is-
unfortunately, they've got
we're
fought
not
tooth
at
and
there yet
nail
at all. Not
to
yet.
make themselves protected on top of everything else.
The thing is, though, is the government has grown so large, unchecked, that they've merged with other nations, foreign entities, and
Yeah, it's
you
not-
know,
it's
are
not-
coming
Well, they
back
got
over here.
they got women
it's
backing
the US.
them. They've got the racial supremacists out there backing them.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna end up swallowing each other in the end, anyways, because they can't even. Because they're just friends long enough until they're done dealing with. You know, the friend of my enemy is also my friend until my enemy's dealt with, and now you're my enemy again.
The government in this country was never supposed to grow out of check under
No.
we the people's thumb.
Oh, women made that happen, and so did the brainwashed black melanated people.
And now that the government, I mean, what do people think all this illegal bullshit is? It's because your government is out of control,
California
unchecked,
444
doing this in front of the
said,
average person because
"Politicians
they
is
know
not
that
doing
the average
anything for
person
this
ain't
country,
going to
and
do a
all we
damn
do is
thing,
work
and it
hard
don't
just
matter
to
if
pay
you know
bills, and
anyway,
that's it."
because you're too divided to even stand together on any fucking thing. So, yeah, your centralized problem is coming from the top down.
It's always
It
been
all
like that.
Reaganomics, baby. This is the end fruition of Reaganomics. Oh yeah. Top down
sure.
economics, baby.
know,
Ugh.
The motherfuckers in this country can't even get together and be united on what flavor soda they fucking like. Much
Pipping while
less,
standing
you know,
5801
what's good for the American
said,
people in the country
California
itself.
Ford 44, no disrespect, but Kevin Samuels and
Oh,
Thomas
God.
Sowell are the fathers
Yeah.
who never had.
Thomas Sowell is Sowell
hear
is
from you.
definitely one of the. It's a shame he isn't put more mainstream. But then again, he's not out there going nigga this, nigga that, nigga, pushing the fucking I'm a victim message.
The moment that the people lost their control over the government was the day it ended. And I would argue that we probably never had control over this government.
Oh, we had control. That was the Constitution and Bill of Rights. Now, this is why they needed the Civil Rights Act to come in, because that was the foot in the door for the socialists to get in and start to take over, so they could usher in communism.
Well, I'm just saying, me personally, I think it could be argued that
California
the country
Ford
never
44
had control over the government.
Said,
Or
while
we
standing,
didn't.
I'm an American
Could be
binational,
wrong.
and
Who
so this
knows?
is new to me, and you're not disrespectful to me.
That's
Yeah,
all.
look what we did. What we did in the Revolutionary War against an invasion, against an invading foreign country. I mean, not. I'm just saying, it's been done.
Well, when the government has to use, France and other places to help finance wars to beat a bunch of redneck farmers picking cotton, unionize the North.
Unionize the
Yeah, I
North.
guess you are going to defeat a bunch of people down here picking cotton.
No, I was talking about the Revolutionary War, not the Civil War.
I know.
It's
But my point being that,
California Ford
the government
44
has always
said,
been
why our
overbearing.
taxes are still around cause it's useless to all of us.
Right, but again, after the Revolutionary War, the government that was established wasn't tyrannical like it is now.
No. Well, I mean, so you had your tyrannical government.
Pooping while
Then
standing
the Republicans are
5801
like, y'all are fucked up in the
said,
head. We don't want nothing to do
California
with
Ford
y'all.
44
That's
being
when
an
the split
American is
happened.
one
You
thing,
get your
understanding
Democrats
who
and your
really oppresses
Republicans.
you is
The
another, and
Democrats
one should be
never
grateful for
steered
black,
from
white,
the core.
Republican, or
They
Democrat
never
is
steered
another.
away from their original agenda.
They
They've
claim that
always been the same.
I've heard people claim that the party switched. I don't believe that garbage.
Yeah, no, that's a lie that I like to push.
So Chaos, no, I would disagree with you from the optics perspective, the legacy media perspective. They've made Democrats to be more for the working man, for the blacks, even
Yeah, that's
though
what the
they're
Marxists
not going to go
say,
back and
too.
look at like, hey, they were the obstructionists to having like blacks have like a voice. being able to vote, to vote, right? I mean, they
Mm.
one of the longest up until recent times where they had the filibuster to prevent blacks from being recognized as citizens. And then you had everybody thinks that Abraham Lincoln was this fucking magical, like he's a modern rights, perspective.
No.
No, he
California
what?
Ford
Like he
44
literally
said,
killed people
While
that
standing, I'm
objected to
grateful
what
for
he
being
was
here,
doing.
but I
That
feel
was
that
the
I have disadvantage
Democrats,
when I'm applying
but
for jobs due to race,
you
gender,
want
age.
to rewrite that narrative to where that the Democrats are for the common people, not the elitists, which is complete bullshit.
Well, Kelly Ford, that's what happens when you're in a majority white country. You're gonna have to compete with all the other whites in order to get a fucking job. Just like now we're having to compete with all the fucking immigrants and all you women so we can get a fucking job.
A wild.
Now that's
Jackal
what
Hunter 81.
that's what the
Entered the
Democrats
chat.
say they
Welcome
stand
to the
on
stream.
right now.
Jackal
no,
Hunter
But
so-
people aren't smart enough. People are not smart enough
moving
to
cinder blocks
question,
by
you know, what's the
pallet full with
ulterior
only
Here's
motive
some
pallets
historical
fucking
context for y'all. The Marx, the communists all say they're for the working man. They're for the little man.
Right. Right.
California
But
Ford
what I'm getting
44
at,
said,
what I'm getting
Government
at
only
is
cares
people
about
are not
money.
smart enough to ask and go further into that and ask what are the ulterior motives for this.
So it takes us away. The Civil Rights Act took us straight away from
poking
took us right
while
away
standing
from merit-based
5801 said,
into a
California Ford 44
we're
a
hiring
simplest
you because
argument,
you're
but I
black,
agree.
or we're hiring you because you're a woman, and if we don't, we're gonna get fined into oblivion, and we can't have that.
Anybody that's got common sense, that's black, a woman, minority, ought to be insulted that they're doing that with DEI.
Affirmative action.
Because all that's doing is proving that they don't think you're capable of getting in it on your own merits or skills, and you're having to be given the red carpet just to walk on in there. But then again, if these people are stupid enough to enjoy that, then maybe they're low quality and caliber people already.
Said, while standing, these companies hired glued to the phone people who doesn't know how to do a
You know,
job
it comes
and lack
down
of
to a
training.
test of someone's character, content of character.
Mm-hmm.
No, like 100%. Their moral construct, and this is where I get so incensed. Think about that person that rose above. Yes, maybe they had a government assistance, put them into based on how they tested, elevated them, maybe more than white people or non-black people, non-minorities, but they got him into a program where he excelled, right? He made the difference.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's going against people that have no competition with his level. They just check a box. They are legal. Oh, you're a minority. Oh, you're a person. Oh, you are a trans. That makes you better qualified than somebody that did the hard work, right? His mom sacrificed to get him out of the fucking ghetto and get him into a good school district with 2 jobs, whatever. And then they're like, I mean, I've literally I've worked with and I've hired women that they were minorities, that they were so disenfranchised themselves, going, you know what, we've done everything that we could to better ourselves. We went back and got a second degree, a master's to make ourselves better. And then we now have, women 20 years our junior that come in going, I'm a non-American, I'm Haitian, I'm Somali, I'm Pakistani, and they see them going, you jumped what I took me like 5-8 years to do, you did it in 2.
Mm-hmm.
Only because, I'm at an age where corporate America, it's been bad for 10, 15 years. It's really gone off the fucking rails in the last spot.
Well, I mean,
I've
Jet
learned that real
181
racism is using
said,
your skin color as some
"Just
sort
remember,
of
never shoot
shield
an NBA
to
Shield.
garner
pitcher less
special
than 4
treatment and
times."
privileges at the
California
expense of
Ford
others.
44
Yep.
I would
said,
love to hear
"If they don't
the
want to work, why
perspective
apply
of
for a
people
job?
who
And a
came
lot
over
of
here the
jobs
right
hire more
way,
women than men,
who
and
are
not all
now
women are
insulted
nice."
to their very core because of
Most
what this
women
government is
aren't
doing over their heads.
nice, Callie Ford. It's all an act.
You know, if you're a foreigner that comes over here and incorporates into America the correct way, you know, how do you feel about all of these illegals and the government helping them overstep you? Yeah, it's
Irks
got to
the
be an
fuck out of
insult.
me.
It's got to
Irks
be a
the fuck
slap.
out of me because I'm more than qualified to do a lot of jobs that I apply for. But because I don't have tits or I'm not black or brown or some shade of, I get overlooked.
Yeah, the problem is you can be the most qualified person. It depends on that.
I'm
corporation's
over
hiring
fucking
practices.
qualified.
California Ford 44
But I choose
It's
to
gonna
work there
come
because I need a
down-
job. But it
"I
don't
came
matter.
gonna
here
come-
the right way, and I'm
it's gonna
grateful,
come down to
smiling
the
face with
corporation's
hearts.
hiring
Thank you, Chaos
practices.
4, yeah, for your
And
kindness."
most all of them are on the
For a
same
while.
page as far as
Bada
DEI
Commander.
and ESG, and you
Enter
got to
the
be
chat.
less white and
Welcome
all
to
that
the
stupid
stream.
shit.
Yep.
Bada Commander.
Yo, what's up, Betty? Come on,
Jet
nah.
please.
You
doing,
know,
sir?
and then they're
Bada Commander.
and then
Said,
they're destroying
"Hi,
the
California Ford
small
44.
businesses and private-owned businesses
Riggs Jr.
in our country by
said,
monopolizing the
Qualify
job
this dick
industry.
K.
Yep. And if you don't hire based off of our criteria, we're gonna fine you into oblivion and shut you the fuck down.
You know, but yeah, we've already had DEI proven to be a failure with that
California Ford
submarine
44.
and aviation.
I heard a lot of
And
men
yet,
saying in
people still
Spanish
don't
that
get
if
it.
you want to find a job, go to the Home Depot in San Fernando Valley and don't
DEI
get caught
hiring
by
just
ICE.
for the sake of genitalia and skin
California
color
Ford
doesn't
44
prove anything. It's not
Said,
smart.
Bada Commander High Riggs
It
Olaf.
never works. You look at what it's done to us. So look at what it's done. Fucking everything. Just hiring based off of. It's nothing good's come from it. We're dumber than ever. People are more entitled than ever now. And fuck, I believe in working hard for what I have, and I also believe in defending it with my life.
Well,
If someone wants to steal it.
A mass majority of America, I don't know the exact percentage, believes in owning their own property, private property. You
Color
know,
me shocked.
and the fact of the matter is, with how high inflation is, with how expensive even a loaf of bread and eggs have gotten, nobody that has a little bit of stuff in here, that has a little bit of nest egg, is going to give that up without a fight.
Nope.
And that's what these dipshits don't understand. You come into my business that I've worked hard to work my fingers to the bone, and you bust my windows out, you light it on fire for the sake of Black Lives Matter stupid bullshit, or trans or any of that dumb shit, we're going to tax it. I
Rooftop
promise you.
Asians. Rooftop Asians. Look up Rooftop
California
Asians
Ford
during the riots of the
44
60s.
said,
After King got the shit beat out of
"People
him.
don't see me as a foreigner,
I
and when
promise
they
you.
speak Spanish and
I mean,
disrespect Americans
that
in
was
the country, it's
Reginald
horrible
Denny
how they
back
say
in like
that, and
the
they came
90s,
here
dude.
illegally."
Was it?
Like
I thought
the,
that was
like
the
the rooftop
60s.
Koreans, they didn't fuck with like, and I was living there. I lived in Pasadena at the time,
Okay.
downtown.
I
But
promise
and yeah,
Yeah,
look,
with Koreans in LA.
No, yeah, no,
I'm
they
telling you.
did not
California
fuck with
Ford
that. And the other
44
thing that I thought was
said,
really interesting,
"I
like
see male and
Colorado
female, not
Street
trans."
in Pasadena, very, it's not a Rodeo Drive, but it's a very upscale. You saw people come up in their BMWs. I'm not saying they're part of the 13%, but I
Yeah.
think they were, right?
As long
You know,
as feminism exists, men can be women and women can be men. So you need to take it up with your sisterhood and tell them to knock that shit off. Because Captain Misogyny says if a woman says a man can be a woman, then that man is obligated to identify as a woman and five knuckle shuffle that bitch.
Well, the way that feminism stands now, how long is it going to be before you start seeing the feminist men who are trans start debating them that men can get pregnant.
They've
that-
already, dude.
How
They've
trans
already,
are
they've
you,
already
sir?
started. They've already started that shit. The fuck you talking about, Outlaw?
You're only a
No, I'm
trans
talking
man that
about-
can have like a kid because you got like the zygotes
California
that can
Ford
like
44
fertilize,
said,
with
I
another
don't have a sisterhood. I'm my own person like
cisgendered
Hart.
man.
I'm talking
the
about-
left will eat their own. No, I'm
Right,
totally
right.
going with
That's
your-
what I'm getting at.
Huh.
Yep.
You think, Cali Ford, but I hate to break it to you. Those women, they speak for you whether you want them to or not.
Callie,
They are your voice.
Callie, are you getting into feminism?
I don't think she ever got
Are
away
you-
from it.
Callie, are you starting to listen to feminism?
She's teetering back into her old ways.
Well, she does mention sisterhood, and I am my own person, so I would have to say yes.
California Ford 44 said,
Because you know that
Oh,
that,
no.
that that's a poisonous ideology, Callie.
Why do you think she
California
teamed up
Ford
with the
44
biggest? Oh my
said,
God!
I am not a
Hey,
feminist
hey,
outlaw.
Chaos, have you seen
Guilt
that
by
guy that goes like,
association.
No, I'm just
What's up?
saying.
What's up? I was just saying because Callie Ford was streaming
Briggs
with
Jr.
a devout
said,
liberal feminist
Sisterhood,
yesterday.
aka Hive Mind.
Callie,
KS.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying you know that
I
ideology
am.
is poisonous.
Because you can sit there and say you're not all day, but your
California
words and
Ford
actions
44
say otherwise, and those are
said,
what I look at.
I understand outlaw, but
Well-
people think that I'm like that, which I am not.
Feminism is
And you've exhibited, whether it's just the programming or what, Callie Ford, but you have exhibited traits of someone that's been groomed by feminists.
it's a political, toxic, cancerous movement.
It's just a
That
political
destroys
movement that's
the-
meant to
the-
divide men and women, and
Hoping
make
while
women
destroys-
superior to
5801
men.
said, California Ford 44 sorry, but almost every woman I've ever met thinks she is. California Ford 44
all right, so here's my take
said,
on like, hey,
Okay,
Ford,
outlaw,
California
thank you for
Ford, I
educational
get
me
it. Like,
cause
you
that
think you're
S1
an
poison ivy
anomaly.
that
I
is not
mean,
me.
yes, you are in
Hoping
some
while
aspects,
standing
but
5801
the vast majority, you're
said,
really not. Like,
different.
my experience and my
California Ford
age,
44
50 years on this planet,
said,
I look
while
at
standing
women
it's
saying
okay.
that, oh, I do this differently. And yes, you may do one that small construct that you have a different perspective or actually do versus say differently. But what you're already telling us in chat is that you want to be the anomaly, right?
Everybody wants to be the fucking anomaly.
Exactly. But I'm just saying that, until women collectively say, maybe it's 20-30% of that are traditional, until I don't see any of them, even that small minority, come up and say, yeah, we want things to change. I do see down in Florida, in Massachusetts, there's a fight against lifetime alimony after 10 years.
Mhm.
Why? Because women are becoming more and more of the majority breadwinners. And it wasn't only until that happened that they said, hey, don't like this.
A while.
Like, what?
Douglas Edwards
I made more money
XR6KB.
than what he made.
Entered the
We
chat.
need to change
Welcome to
that.
the stream.
Meanwhile,
Douglas Edwards
for
XR6KB
60 plus
said,
years,
Chaos,
it was,
what's up, man?
yeah,
What's up,
that's
Doug?
what
How
a
you
man
doing,
should
sir?
do.
Edwards
You know,
XR6KB
pooping, it's crazy because I covered that last night on my
Pooping
stream.
while standing, hey
That
man.
very thing you're talking about.
Did you? I'm sorry I missed
Yeah.
it. Because
No, it's okay, man. It's I use the metaphor of women are out earning men now.
California
So
Ford
it's
44
metaphorically like you're seeing women
said,
grow everywhere
Good day,
outgrowing
Douglas
men,
Edwards.
and they
Douglas
don't need you
Edwards
anymore
XR6KB.
because their safety and
Said,
security is coming from the government.
Doing
at
good
that
today,
point.
Chaos.
Government and jobs.
no,
They don't-
if
they don't
she's
have
a
to rely
fucking
on a man no
method
more.
degenerate and
Douglas
a
Edwards
baby daddy
XR6KB.
pimp, hustler, only fan.
Tau Outlaw,
Yeah,
good to
you're
see
right.
you.
Like a good man, be like, no, I'm going to take a hard pass on
Well,
that.
again,
Meanwhile, government comes in to go, we got you, girl.
Douglas
you
Edwards
just do what you need to
XR6KB
do to feel good about
said,
yourself. Spread
Yeah.
your leg,
California Ford, hey, how is
OnlyFans,
it
like
going?
multiple baby. We got your back, girl.
Don't
You
worry,
know,
the
mean,
taxpayers got you.
yeah, exactly.
Again,
Fucking
look,
A.
look. When a woman, when they make this culture to the point to where a woman can earn the same as men and out earn him, you know, when you've taken the whole purpose of a man being the leader and the head of his household away from him and it's been outsourced, what is the point of these relationships at that point?
Bingo.
True.
You know,
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, oh shit, hold on.
because there is no point. Because if a woman can do it and earn it on her
California
own
Ford
without
44
men, you know,
said,
all that's really
doing
left
well,
is the
Douglas
motions
Edwards
of
just
having
calming
sex
my
and
dog down cause the guy
producing
is here
children
to fix the
and
dryer.
And men are waking up to realize that no, I could pay for that far cheaper than I could do to invest in something that you know, maybe
there you go.
lasts 3 to 5 years, maybe. You know, if you're really lucky, and you know, she's going to walk away with either half, or even if you're not married, you know, there's a whole aspect of like what you paid for versus what she did. I mean, it literally is cheaper, you know, and I'm a huge construct of Tradcom marriage. You know, I'm a Gen X, and I really thought like, all right, boomers kind of had it easy, fucked it up. Gen X realized we were latchkey kids for the most part. Millennials, you know, I mean, there's some great people that have analyzed, like people that got that were born in 1976 to 85. You know, like they call them Gen Xers, like Gen Millennials, but they're X. But it was like before, like rotary, and then you had internet, right? Anyway, sorry to commandeer that, but no, I look at like, hey, California Ford, I love the fact that you think you're different. I would challenge myself to think, you know, even as I think I have a different perspective, I have to really analyze, like, am I in the echo chamber that validates what I think, or am I in an area that says, you know what, you know, anyway, but the more you look at it, the more that you maybe kind of look at there is a validation because you're more right than wrong.
Well, I lose you guys.
No.
Nope.
No, don't mind. Well,
No, I kind of mic dropped it, but I didn't really mic drop it. Like I didn't really finish it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going too far
Riggs Jr.
into my own
said,
experience.
no, you're right on
Satan
it.
is trying to eat the
No, you're
repair
right on
guy,
it.
LOL.
I wanted
California
to
Ford
say,
44
I don't know, maybe Outlaw
said,
might have said the same thing. I'm
I
just
don't
going to
need
say it
validation.
differently. Hopefully, I don't repeat what he said, just in different words. But again, like you said, you know, the whole
California
point
Ford
of
44
a man going out, getting a good job, earning a good salary,
Riggs LOL, I
you
had to
know,
hold
getting
my
married,
dog
having
back.
kids, buying a house, was so he could provide for a family based off of his salary. Well, now that women have the ability to go out and do that plus more, and then there's the safety net of the government to fall back on. Men, unless you're just a self-absorbed fucking narcissistic soul, which most men are like, okay, I don't need to go kill myself to try to earn X amount of dollars to try to impress a woman to be attracted to me. So I'll just make whatever I want, do whatever I want, and live how I want. Because like me, I'm living off
Hoping while standing
I'm basically
5801
retired,
said,
and I'm
Douglas
living off
Edwards
a disability
XR6KB.
pension
Hey Doug, how
from
you
the
doing,
military,
brother?
right? And I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, which is basically empty, and it's just me and my dog. So like nothing about that I just said in today's climate would make me attractive to a woman. But you know what? I don't give a shit.
My job alone fucking disqualifies me.
Well, for the average woman, if you can't match her income or be higher, which clearly shows a sign of wanting her for you to dominate her. That's one of the traits. You
Like,
don't
we're
really stand a chance
equals,
with
but
most
you
of them.
have to make more than her, and you have to pay for everything. But
shit.
yet we're equals. But yet you gotta pay for everything because we're equals, and yeah, because equality. You know, it's fucking. I'm tired of the bullshit. Tired of the lies.
I mean, once I pay my bills, buy my groceries, buy Big Tom Mutt's dog food,
California Ford 44.
everything that's
Said,
left over is basically
"Why
like
some
fuck
women
you money.
think
I can
that
go
way."
do whatever I want within reason.
Because nobody's ever told them to shut the fuck up and know their place.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, and
that's exactly what it is.
Ramadi, like, you know, you look at, all right, so I don't know, you sound like maybe you're in the same age group, like Gen X or Millennial
I'm
X or
50.
whatever.
I'm 50. I just turned 50. I was born in 75.
All right, yeah, like we're in that same, like, you know, age range. Like we looked at what things were back before, like, you know, we had, you know, analog dial-up, before things came to be, of what they were more focusing on in terms of interaction and engagement versus social media presence and friends and all that bullshit, right? We have literally looked at like the dichotomy between like a family neighborhood, go out and play until the street light comes on, then come back home. You fuck up and you fuck around with somebody else's neighborhood or
California
area. The
444
moms were there going,
said, "I was
you know
raised to
what?
be
I'm going to find out
respectful
who
and I
that
was
friend
told no,
is,
and if
and
I
I'm going to
speak too
call
much
the
ISTFU."
father, and things would be dealt with, right?
Yeah.
And now it's all about like social media likes, you know, it's so far different than what I think even kids back like now that, or men that are like 30,
California
29,
Ford
32,
44
you know,
said,
they
"I miss
started
the
maybe
80s and now the
dating
world
or
today is
getting
horrible."
involved or had, you know, they were in college back, you know,
I
COVID hit.
screwed up somewhere.
Ah, they were so fucked up. Anyway, we like it's kind of like the COVID jab. Like we won't really know the ramifications of that that outcome, even though there's so much data that shows
We
that.
are
We're living it right now. Everybody that got the clot shot is experiencing the outcome of it by getting clots in their bloodstream.
Oh yeah, died suddenly was a great great video on, you know, morticians that were like, we've never seen this before, and the whole fucking grape jelly and the elongated like sinew. But anyway, we're 6 years into that, right? Roughly, what? Well, actually 5 years. 2021 was when the COVID mRNA boosters came out. So we're like roughly 5 years into it.
Yeah. Fuck, it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can
squirrel.
already see. You can already see some of the effects of it. A lot of these younger athletes in high school and college just dropping
Yeah,
dead.
perfectly healthy athlete dropping dead from a heart attack. Makes you start to wonder, but you know, it's my body, my choice, unless it involves murdering a child in utero. Yes, we heard you, outlaw.
This phone's cutting in and out. I thought that was on me.
No. What'd you say?
No.
Now, you're breaking up.
Well, what he was talking about, we're already seeing some of the results from it. I mean, there's young kids in high school and college I'm hearing that's dropping dead with these shots.
No, I will never, ever, ever forgive my ex-wife for taking our 13-year-old to get a fucking COVID shot.
Has it already been 5 years? Yeah, it has.
And they're 18 now, and they're a senior, and they're going to graduate this spring. And I'm terrified that one day something's going to happen as a result of that, of them getting that fucking shot.
Well, what
No message, no phone call to say, hey, I'm thinking about it. I would have been like, fuck no, you're not doing that. But again, you know,
Well, when she was in school, Ramadi, was it mandatory for her to get it, or was that something the mom did?
I don't know. I don't know because she goes
California Ford
private Christian
44
school. I don't know what the
said,
policy was back then.
kids and some adults are forced to take the vax and my health
So
has
it
never
wouldn't
be the
surprise
same
me.
and it
It wouldn't
affects the
surprise
heart.
me if it was all students had to get. I never, like I said, I've never really.
If you wanted to attend public
Yeah.
school, you had to get the Fauci ouchie. Failure to comply resulted in immediate expulsion from the school.
Right, but my kid is going to a private Christian school, so I don't know. I haven't really asked her about it because the more I think about it, and I'm getting pissed off right now just thinking about it. I've never really talked to them about it. But when I caught COVID, when I tested positive for COVID, and I called my kid, and I told him, my kid started bawling and freaking the fuck out. Oh, Daddy! And I was like, what are you upset for? She goes, what if you die? I said, I'm not gonna die.
California Ford 44
I said, I'm in my
said,
room.
school
Watching
here
TV.
made it mandatory for all
You know,
school
I'm
kids to
isolating
take the
myself
shot
from-
cause my son
from
took it
Grandpa
and
and
if
your
I don't
uncle. I was
take
like,
the
but I'm
shot
not
I
gonna
lose my
die.
job.
My mom.
Hey, no, sorry. Go ahead, Ella.
I was
I
just gonna
told my
say,
job I would quit.
My mom and dad. My mom was still alive at the time. Yeah, my mother passed away 2 years ago, pooping.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it's all right, man. I told both of them, I was like, don't, because Pops is in pretty questionable health right now as far as being a paraplegic. He had his leg amputated, so I'm having to take care of him full time. I told both of them, I said, don't either one of you go get that shot. And they didn't. Now, he had a brother that
California
was in
Ford
his ear
44
constantly trying to tell him that, you know, you need to get the shot and
My
all this. And I
condolences,
said, don't
Outlaw.
listen to him. Oh, it was a big battle. Then my brother came down with it. He nearly died from it. They wouldn't let nobody go in the hospital and see him. You know what saved his life? Pooping. He got told by somebody to take ivermectin and take vitamin C and D constantly. He said within a day or two he sprung right back up and left the hospital.
Good for him, man. Yeah. All right. So here's how fucked up. So I ordered about $400 of ivermectin from India. I was with a conservative group, preppers group that this guy had ordered, several of that as well. But hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
Or chloroquine, or I don't know.
Ford
Some people
44
say different things. Anyway,
Hydrochloroquine.
but yeah, I had another 400 for that, and he was going to pay me, and then it was way more than what I needed for my family, myself. But I was going to give it to them first, and then give it back to our conservative group. I mean, this is like 2000. I don't know, end of 2020, like where it was just still now getting to where, grocery stores, like we had like protests. We go to Publix and Kroger and Harris Teeter, they were like be 30 of us going, we're not going to go in with fucking masks. That, like, we know, even, we had one physician, pulmonologist, and he was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I had population health experience. We had nurses. Anyway, but we were like, this is fucking ridiculous, and sorry, I don't mean to make this about my anecdotal experience, but I just look at how fucking easily gullible, swallowable, and people were not pushing back, or even like going, like literally what today, like, we're gonna have a bunch of ice, products or salt, and take it up to Target and then just not check out. Like, you didn't have the same people in the anti-mask and going, look, keep yourself healthy. Like, CDC finally acknowledged that 70% of people that were admitted with COVID issues had comorbidities. You had COPD, congestive heart failure, diabetes.
They had underlying issues
like
on top
you
of...
were Yeah, no, I worked in population for decades, and like if you have a 70% comorbidity rate, you are not only unhealthy, you are morbidly sick. Like you need to be addressed.
I was
Anyway,
to the point.
it just
I was to the point. I took my mother one time to the courthouse to get our taxes filed for the year, and or something else, and that was when it was going around real big, and me and the security guard at the front door almost got into a literal fist fight because I would not put that mask over my nose. I had it on. I wouldn't put it over my nose.
Outlaw
He
getting
was
into
about ready to
fights
get out of
over
his chair.
masks, and I'm getting into fights over parking spots.
Well,
Dude,
he looked at me and he said, of course, it was a race thing because he
Oh,
was different,
naturally.
But
They always make it about race.
he looked at me and he said, "Sir, you gonna put that mask on? You ain't going nowhere." So, I walked off, got on the elevator. My mother pulled it back down. That's the only place I ever went where they gave me a problem over it.
I always found it so ironic that you could have like BLM and Tifa protests without having mask or approved mask, and that was fine.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I mean,
Give it to you. Team like team.
It's like when these Muslim women come over here. You would think logically that they're trying to escape Islam and intermingle into our culture, but they're staying with the burqas on and everything. And it's like you don't have to wear that over here.
Well, we don't require like back in the past. And
We
that's
don't
why they didn't
require
allow
assimilation.
Italians exactly. That's exactly
And
my
assimilation, or what is it? Migration without assimilation is an invasion. And they are invading.
Yep.
No, the script. If you believe in scriptures, it talks about parasites devouring your land. That's what it means. That's what that is. Your country is the host, and the parasites are feeding off of what's left of this culture.
Gotta love it.
Then again, if the scriptures prophesied it, I mean, what can you do? That's the conundrum I fall into with the scriptures.
Here's the thing about prophecies. They're told in order to try and prevent, or like if you have a bad prophecy, you want to try and prevent it from happening at all costs. It's foreshadowing to a degree. Like this is what's gonna happen. You have the chance to correct action, but will you? And if so,
Chaos.
is it gonna be
I
too
like
late?
that because it goes along with Jesus like teachings of you have a choice, accept me or don't. So completely agree. So prophecies are more of like a portent of this will happen if you allow it to, but you can't change it.
Right.
It's like,
so that's the conundrum.
I like history because it teaches us what to look for. That's how I figured out the Democrats have always been the party of communism. Because their actions alone indicate to me that they are not the party to be trusted at all. Republicans, I don't trust them because they're politicians, but I trust them more than I trust the Democrats because of the Democrats' history. If that makes sense.
Totally does. Like if you look at, going back to the 1830s or whatever, like the Democrats were the ones that were pro-white, pro-slavery, pro like a big government aspect control. Anyway, but my opinion is we are fucked. Like we've seen UK fall,
pretty
Sweden, Norway, they've all fallen. We're not there yet, but we will get there. And it's all because where you got the vast majority of women that are voting. You got a majority of men that, even if they're based or understanding, recognize that they have anti male or more, pro-feminist or
They've been brain rotted.
pro-gynocentric.
They drank the
Rich.
Jim Jones
Yeah,
juice
I mean-
and made them retards.
Enjoying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show,
they're
make sure
fucked
to
in the
click the
family
like button and
courts,
subscribe to show your
and they're
support.
going to be fucked in the whole divorce courts. So, and then you look back at, like, in my opinion, the experiment began with the African Americans, blacks, that
Forcing
they
their
said,
way
you
into
know
white
what?
spaces at the behest of the government because
Exactly.
of their skin color.
Replacing the father and the black community as a higher construct than even the government and even Whitey that was with the government and controlling whatever. I mean, there were racial separations, but then we got in and said, you know what? We've got enough money with, LBJ, the Great Society. We got enough money where if as a black female you had baby daddies with a couple of we got you. Right? Get away from your church. Get away from, like, the people that would normally be there, your extended family.
God, you don't
helping
need
you out.
God. You got the government.
You got the government.
Big Daddy
right?
government gonna be here
And
to protect
somebody
you.
else gonna pay
my
for all
queen.
these.
Yeah. Government wants to be God. Yeah.
Flipping, remember when LBJ said, he said, if we get these in,
He said, I'm going to have these niggers voting. He said, I'm going to have these niggers voting for the next 200 years.
Democrat for the next 200 years.
And God damn it, he was right. All because of the welfare programs. And the black men have nobody but the black women to blame for that because they sold them out for taxpayer handouts.
Yep.
I mean, they were
that they don't pay into,
Yeah.
right? They don't fight for.
No,
or
they don't
die
pay into that
for.
shit.
They just take, right?
Yeah, because that's all they're told to do. Take. Don't worry, someone else will get it. This is the problem with people. It's like, don't worry, someone else will get it mentality. I deal with that a lot up at work. And they notice. People notice when I don't do my job. And it's I don't know how to
Dude,
explain
versus
it.
if you're a fucking had an axe wound, they'd be like, well, she was really like, stressed out. She just got back from like vacation last week, and she's got like 2 kids at home, and she had to deal with them.
I don't care. It's like my coworker. He's always using his poor health and kids as an excuse to get out of shirking his fucking duties while I'm shafted doing a bulk of the work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, like, so I got voted off the island. It was literally one of like 13 people on the team that was male. Like, I had a guy that just graduated from high school. I don't know where he was on the whole hierarchy, but anyway, so I was the only lone wolf per se. And when I say wolf, I say that pejorative of like I was the outsider, right?
Yeah.
So I called my female boss, of which that she had way less experience than I did. And I was like, hey, you know what? This goes against corporate compliance. Like, we have a whole nother different database set that you can search through. I can spend some time with you. There were 3 other women that said the exact same, or similar things. Like, it built. Like, we just went through like hundreds of hours of getting contracts, agreements set up, and here's the exposure and blah blah. A lot of detail.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, I can't find this because I just like came into this department. I can't like readily find it. Like, you guys need to make this where I can spend little amount of time to do what I need to do and report back to the people that I, suck cock with." But so anyway, this lady comes in and I'm like, that's not how the payouts go. That's not how claims are adjudicated. Like, yeah. And meanwhile, 3 other women, and again, I was one of 13, and 3 other women said the same thing, and I just broke it down like, hey, you know what? This goes against corporate compliance. I don't think you really want to have that ask of all of us, which would cost us like 30, 40 hours minimum. Anyway, so instead of her bringing in all of us, I was the only one brought in. And when I told her, I was like, look, here's the clarity of what you're asking versus what was in compliance. And I just, you ignored the other three ladies that were saying that kind of the same thing, like, hey, I could teach you how to search for it, like, this is all based on what the attorneys wanted for the merger and blah blah blah. Anyway, so it came down to it wasn't what you said, it was how you said it.
That's how it always goes.
Yeah, it wasn't you're wrong in saying, yeah, that does go against it. It's the fact, but you were the only male that I brought in, and I even pointed that out. So I'm like, why didn't you bring in the other? I have 3 other coworkers that kind of said the same thing, and I just, at my point, I was like, I'm done with like debating. Like, this should never have gotten to this level, or this pushback. And I just said, hey, you know what? This is not within corporate compliance, and why are you continuing to make this an issue when we could teach you what to go to and find out yourself? Anyway. So yeah, like literally I would say for most men today, if you're in corporate America, Fortune 50, 100, 500, small mom and pop, just figure out how you can make your money now, get your experience, and get the fuck out.
Well, I tell the guys all the time, you ought to be stacking up food and rations, whatever you're going to stack up anyway, even in good times. It's never a bad idea at any point in time to be stocking up on food and ammunition. The only problem is you don't tell people what you got. That's the mistake so many guys in here makes, is they want to brag about all this stuff they've got. You're making yourself a target as soon as this shit kicks off.
Yeah, no, too many men lead with their wallet, and primarily with women, because obviously they want, provision, protection, security. But they also like, right, Greta? They also look at it like, even amongst men, like we go through that whole fucking hierarchy. Like, where do you fit in? Like, are you the fucking muscle? Are you the intellect? Are you like, we all have boxes that we put friends, acquaintances in. I mean, from my perspective, it's natural. Like, right. You're not going to go to like, the fucking guy that knows IT, like a fucking maniac, versus a guy that, hey, you know what? If I go out to a bar, I would probably rather have him than the IT nerd. You know what I mean? Like, if I get drunk and I say, or I get a little, like, hey, flirty, like, hey, how are you? And then she's like, oh my God. Anyway.
What are you doing, step bro?
Right?
Stop.
Oh yeah. Stock up on what you can. Good times, bad. You shouldn't have the mindset of stocking up now just because it's getting bad. I don't think.
Fungy's nuts.
It's over 9,000.
What's up, Riggs? I didn't even know you was in here.
You've been lurking like the creepy quiet kid in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, but pooping, going back to what we talked about earlier, I've got to where I'm not even really watching these guys' content much anymore, like hammer handing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look, I mean, I get like where he's coming from. Gone with
Sure.
John, love the guy.
Oh yeah.
I think you do reach a point like everybody's different, or everybody has different challenges. They meet somebody that she thinks that she's great. You get fucking burned, and you go back, and so everybody is at a different point. But I feel like there's a lot of repetition that takes place in the manosphere. Like it's a regurgitation of things that slightly different perspective, but it's not anything really new, right? Like I look back at like Barbar and Barbarossa and Spetsnaz and Paul Proteus and not Gone with John, but Mighty John.
Yeah.
What was his name? But yeah, or I mean, even Roosh back in the day, his whole PUA, and then seeing the transition. Anyway, it's like I think you reach a point, and this is kind of why part of me pulled back, and I know that EZ's felt the same way. Kind of felt like, everybody is on a different sojourn to what maybe the truth may be, or their experiences, and maybe eventually they'll get to where most of us on this channel certainly are. But there's a lot of people that they hit the wall or hit that like fucking truth bump, and then they go, you know what, maybe that was the wrong wall to hit, and so they bounce around a lot until they get to where most people are at, where we're at, going, we recognize the investment, the ROI, it's not worth it. Figure out your hobbies, good friends, vet them well, and then you just like insulate, like you cultivate those good friends you have, but the rest of people, there's a wall that they have to get through for you to even consider them. Does that make sense?
Yep. Absolutely. They when they came into the sphere, they set the bar very high. And a lot of your more modern content creators, which is all subjective, for some people just don't measure up to the original.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a large, from my perspective, from where it was in 2011, 2012 to where it became to be demonetized in 2020, or remember when the Great Purge took place. Most of the Manosphere content creators, they were yanked.
Invest in your hobby because you can make money off it if you're good at it.
And then now we have a resurgence of, there's also women that are going in and differentiating, Pearl and Jebediah and Lauren Ponce and Happy Wife School. There's several others that I follow.
One other thing to keep in mind, though, guys, is creators we got now so heavily suppressed. Do you think that they were allowed the same freedom that the pre-purge guys had? Do you think they would measure up if they were allowed the same freedom to say what they actually want to say?
No, I mean, good point, Briggs. No, I think you're absolutely right. I think that they had a latitude of freedom that today's,
They had to water it down big time.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. No, they've tampered it down big time. Like, fucking Hammerhand, or fucking what's his name, man? The green frog,
Kermit. Oh, you're talking about
Hermit. No, not Pepe, but Hermit.
Yeah. He's lost his channel so many times, I don't even know if he's still doing content.
I think he does, but doesn't doesn't do it very often anymore. I still get some.
Of course.
Which
notifications
hermit
now
are we
and then.
talking about?
Happy Humble.
Humble Hermit.
Oh,
Frost.
shit.
Yeah, he renamed to
Oh.
Frost.
He.
Wait, Happy
he
Humble
lost
Hermit?
me. He
Oh,
lost
I haven't heard
me.
of HHH for like fucking.
I struggle
a
with
year?
Frost because he perpetuates the fuckboy lifestyle, and I don't adhere to that. And he was trying so hard in the beginning, like he was really
Jackal
riding
Hunter 81
Chronic's dick.
Said, whoever was talking now needs to understand
Yeah,
that
Chronic-
the female creators we have now are
Chronic
primitive
seems to be a
resistors
lot
and
of
they
these
have
guys'
to toe the line of Judentube to keep
cup
their
of tea.
channels.
It's
Jackal
like, dude,
Hunter
you're
81
trying way too hard
said,
to do something
Ribby
you're
the party
not.
frog.
Oh, they defeated him. That's good. They can hold their own. That's good to know. But yeah, no, I struggle with him because he seems like he puts off like the rest of the jackals, man. When God damn, I forgot his name. The other MGTOW. Angler.
Angler, yeah.
Yeah, when he was going through all of his bullshit, fucking Frost was on that bandwagon.
Well,
Oh, fuck
Angler
the shit talking.
wound up getting doxxed.
Yeah, I know.
That's why he's no longer here.
Got doxxed by Penny Proud and all of them. I say, dox me. I'm gonna show up on your doorstep, and we're gonna have a very long and unpleasant conversation. That's not a threat. It's a fucking promise. I will.
At the end of my 16-inch barrel.
Yes, you will learn what a shotgun enema is very quickly. 'Cause you're fucking with my livelihood. You're fucking with my job. No. Homie, don't play that. I ain't got much to live for as it is. I'll show up on your doorstep. I'll do 3 hots and a cop for the rest of my life. That's why I told Kush, give me your address, motherfucker. We'll even live stream the ass beating. And that dumb faggot went and said, I threatened to shoot him. Yeah, with my fist.
With my third-eye pistol, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you know that he still tags us
I
pooping
know.
even after 2 years?
Jackal
I
Dude,
Hunter
you know what?
said,
Yeah,
Hey.
look,
invest in
man.
proxy
Like,
servers
honestly,
and
when
VPN
all
tech
this
to
fucking
protect
drama
yourself.
took, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe 18 months ago, I was like, and that's part of the reason why I was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
You
No, I
guys are
totally
giving this
understand.
guy fucking attention. Yeah, right? To that little fucking peon, I just was like, dude, you guys have got to start practicing some fucking stoicism. Or like, let this bitch just fucking wither on the vine. Ignore him. Like, why are you guys engaging? Anyway, been doing some day drinking. Not gonna lie, got some juice force. 9 point. What is
Well,
it? 9 point?
His original beef was with Brandon, and see, at the time Brandon was still streaming, and he just associated the rest of us, by association.
Yeah.
Went after every one of
The
us.
whole guilt by association, because some of us were. He couldn't find out who all was going around saying it was in the live stream. He said that he was gonna go pick up a couple 16-year-old prostitutes. And then he went on the defensive and started denying it. It's like, you should have just kept your mouth shut in the first place. That would have saved you a lot, because now you're trying to. Yeah, no, you're further implicating yourself by talking, dude. Just shut the fuck up. I mean, I was on the fence. I kept my mouth shut till more
Tim
evidence
pulled
came
it.
out. Yeah, kept my mouth shut until more evidence come out, and then when I finally had enough evidence to form a valid opinion.
How dare you for having a position, you like bigot?
I know.
I mean, literally, that's what I feel like. You know what? If I have a position, challenge
Jackal
me.
Hunter 81.
Like I love to learn, but at the
just
same
don't
time
talk
too,
much.
when I can validate my position, my moral constructs, and show that you're maybe not within the social norm, you're the outlier. Why do I need to bend to your position? Because you claim that you're different than the majority.
Chat. Welcome
I
to
don't
the stream.
care.
The Plantation Mac said, I just farted really
The
loud.
only reason
Plantation man.
the only reason that these people are even a threat at all is because they have political power backing them.
Yeah, they couldn't. Yeah.
If they weren't protected by the government, and we were allowed to treat them as equals, then there wouldn't be a problem. But they keep hiding behind gender and skin color and who they're fucking, just to garner special treatment and privileges.
You take the government laws, incentives, protections, provisions away from them at all.
You wouldn't hear a fucking peep out of any of them.
Nope.
They're not even a fly.
Get rid of the police. I say, let's give them what they want. Let's get rid of the police and give them what they want, and see how much shit they will talk afterwards. Please, let's disband the police. Let's be able to go out there and police ourselves. I fucking beg you. And you know what's gonna happen? A lot of people are gonna end up dying.
You know what's going to happen too.
But what always happens when, whichever politically protected, pedestalized class of people you're talking about run into some real world consequences when they're out there putting themselves in situations where there's the potential for them to get hurt.
Oh, you end up getting
so they can go viral and be like, see, they get,
They will sit there. I'm about to turn my camera on, y'all, so brace for the ugly here, okay? Oh, God, hold up. Let me turn that on. So, this is your modern leftist right here. I'm about to pretend I'm a leftist, and you're on the right side of things. I'm not touching you. 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 They start touching you more and more until you finally, you know what? Bam! And then they're all, how dare you? I wasn't hitting you. I wasn't touching you. Yes, you were. You were in my space. See, this here, this is my no-no sphere.
While standing 5801.
If you come within my arm's length,
that's my no square.
And you're in my face
Jackal
doing
Hunter
this
81
number right here,
said,
I don't give a fuck if you're a
wise brain
man.
damaged
I don't
man
give a
once
fuck
said
if you're a
you can't
woman.
get justice
I
in the
don't
courts,
give a
you'll
fuck
get it
if
in the
you're a
streets.
kid. I don't give a fuck if you're the Pope. You get in my face and you're doing this. I'm using this on your face. And then I'm going to follow up with a bunch of these. And I might stop once I get tired or someone pulls me off. Depends on how pissed off you get me. But that's your modern left. They will sit there and poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, until finally the bear's like, you know what? Fuck you. And then they play victim and cry, oh, daddy government, they're oppressive. Why are you being oppressed in the first place, jackass? What did you do to the bear first? Nobody ever stops and asks this shit. To the Negroes, what the fuck were you doing that caused all this shit? To all the fucking chinks and gooks out there, what the fuck were y'all doing to get all this shit? What did you do to us to get us to react the way we did? Because we don't react this way for no reason. And we're getting fed up with it. I'm sounding like Jimmy. I need to stop. This shit pisses me off. I'm tired. I need World War III to kick off so I could go door to door asking who the fuck you voted for. And then I'm going to take what's mine. And on that note, give a shout out to everybody in the chat and Discord. We got Ramadi, we got Outlaw, we got Riggs Jr., we got this August West. That's pooping while standing. Okay. Wait, no, it's not. Who the fuck's this August West person?
That
Yeah, it
was
is.
pooping.
That's California Ford in the Discord. I didn't. Okay, but yeah. And in the chat we have Plantation Mac, Douglas Edwards, Jackal Hunter. We got Pooping While Standing, of course. John Catacan, Nature of Man. We got St. Troglodyte, Riggs Jr. Again. We got McTow Phoenix.
Jackal Hunter 81
in the chat as well.
Said,
thanks for hanging out, everybody.
the white man doesn't get
Greatly
mad often,
appreciate
but
it.
when he does, people get dead.
Everything that's happened to us is retaliatory. We don't just wake up one day and go, you know what? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna impress a bunch of mongoloids. We don't. I'm sure there's some out there, but it's very, 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 very small minority of people. People like the WEF, World Health Organization, United Nations. Those kind of people believe that shit. But they're a small minority. But they're leading people on to believe this shit. It's like we're literally seeing a Bolshevik revolution here in America. And it's becoming more violent. But literally, so comparisons, again, it's going to be the thief of y'all's joy. During the Bolshevik Revolution, it was common for a man to have been married 7 to 8 times by the time he was 25.
5801 said, gonna go touch grass with my love.
Now, what we
Jackal
have
Hunter
is
81
opposite of that. We have
said,
women doing
it's been violent.
exactly what those men were doing. So the roles are reversed. They needed a breakdown of the family. That's what they did. Make it easy to divorce. No kids being propagated. You use that as your go-to for historical references of when men were being shitty. And that's always going to be the go-to focal point. Is the small minority of men. Because that's all they have. The small minority of men is their only evidence. The vast majority of men are good. It's a small minority. But hey, let them be in charge. Let them take over. Give it all to them. I want y'all to see what will happen, so I could be like, what do you want me to do? I was calling this shit out. I was fucking warning about this shit. Y'all told me to shut up, so I'm just a messenger. I'm not. I'm just sorry, Beerus. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger. I'm trying to deliver the truth. All my research, I've been doing this shit for 10 years now. Studying communism, Marxism, Maoism, Stalinism, Leninism, Trotskyism. I might forget shit here and there, but I remember all the bad shit that happened. And that's enough for me to know that it's not good. Nothing good's going to come from it. So why are we trying to push it here in America? Because they're trying to turn us into these other countries. They want us to be weak again so they can take over. And eventually we're all going to die. What's that dude's name? Let me find. Before I go, I want y'all to watch a YouTube video that I watched earlier today. We're going to share a moment here. Oh,
I love
on.
your cat.
I gotta go all the way to my history. History. Where are we at? I know some of y'all don't like Steven Crowder.
He's okay. He's
shit.
not my favorite. He's alright.
We're about to use this guy's channel.
What are you doing?
This is a politician. This is a politician. This is a politician here in Texas sorry, but I was in the process of talking. All right. We're going to listen to this.
The Latino, African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning. Because we are the majority in this country now. We have the ability to take over this country.
We're not dividing ourselves. You are. But we're not going to remain lone wolves and just go, I don't view race. I'm starting to more and more.
I don't hear anything.
Starting to more and more.
Is he
Thanks,
playing
Left.
something?
I'll tell you what is.
Did he pull up a screen?
Not
Yeah,
offensive,
I am.
But definitely evil is the anti-white racism right now in this country that you're facing. And they're using, I guess I should say not using, simultaneously espousing
Wait a minute, hold on.
anti-white sentiment.
It's a Steven Crowder video from
claiming
earlier today.
that they are the ones being victimized, those on the left. It's a playbook. It's part of the Marxist playbook, and I'll prove it to you. But let's first lead this off. It's been about 3 days since Monkeygate. That's what they've called it, which to me makes no sense.
That makes more sense.
Gorillagate would have made more sense. Apegate. They picked the worst possible name, but of course, people are still.
Apegate sounds terrifying, by the way.
It does.
It sounds like you're not allowed to open. Don't open the ape.
Don't open the ape gate.
What? You left the ape gate open?
Yeah.
No.
Don't you know what those apes will do?
Yeah, so that was a Texas politician saying this earlier, and then they're gonna go into the whole. Apparently, they put out a image of the Obamas in their original. Because remember here, y'all. Remember, Darwin believes we evolved from monkeys, and communists are like this with Darwin. They're just all over Darwin's cock. So for them to get mad at a theory that Darwin put out there, it makes no sense in the first place. You know, let them believe that they are the original people on this planet, and then you're gonna really know who the original racists are. It's them, not us. It's always been them. And the sooner y'all recognize it, and the sooner y'all wake up to it all, the better we'll all be. We can start fixing this shit and course correcting before it comes full head and more people die than necessary. I want to prevent death. I value life. Except for communists and socialists, y'all can get fucked and die for all I care. But overall, I value life. So, sooner we can fix this, get rid of these kinds of people, get rid of this kind of Hegelian dialect that's being ramrodded down our throats, better off we'll be. But until then, it's just going to be more infighting and grabs for dominance and power at the expense of other people. And at the end of the day, small men like me and y'all are the ones that suffer. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll be back tonight with some more of this. Hope to see you there. Thank you again to those that are still subscribed. Your continued support has been greatly appreciated. And thank you to those that just recently subscribed. Hope you stick around for the long run. Until next time, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever does it hail from. Bye, this bitch. Peace.
Don't touch me there. My no square. Don't touch me there. My no square. No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. No, don't touch me there. No, my no square. No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. No, don't touch me there. My no square. Square, 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 square. Don't touch me there. My no square. Square, 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 square. Don't touch me there. My no square. Don't touch me there. Don't touch me there. My no square. Don't touch me there. don't touch me